Coming to you from the heart of Kingsville, Maryland.
A place where the beer flows like wine.
Deep inside the torture chambers of producer Mike, Big Timing Comedy presents Paco's Got Balls, featuring the founders and pioneers of big timing comedy, Stefan Subatic.
I'm your Huckleberry.
And Eric Joliger.
100 push-ups in 20 minutes!
Sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride.
I don't want to jerk the wheel into a goddamn bridge in Bunman.
Come again now, baby.
Like a dog in heat. God, he has such a sexy voice.
Sultry, even.
I don't know if I'd go sultry. I'd maybe hang around in the sexy department.
I want to be sultry, and so you will make it so.
All right. Sultry over my left shoulder, not my right shoulder.
Mike's torture chamber is expanding.
Yes, it is.
It's like a stage. There's curtains.
We're in a much bigger room. We've grown into another portion of the homestead here.
There's a staircase over your shoulder. I fully anticipate someone in like a Slipknot mask coming down those stairs.
Oh yeah,
some sort of gimp that
just
Mike's got
let me
stored.
know because I'm not looking that way. And
yeah, I watched American Psycho last night. I could definitely see a Patrick Bateman coming down those stairs.
That'd be different. That'd be different. I would let him
asking you if you like Huey Lewis in the News.
Which my answer would be yes, I do.
Yeah, and then hacking you up with the shiniest hatchet this side of the Mississippi.
Hey, as long as it's shiny, I'm okay. I'm okay with it.
Sunny and bright.
So yeah, we're in the newish studio. I'm using the Air Force headphones from 1972.
You
close,
definitely
very
look
close.
Maybe 69, maybe 69.
No, 70s.
Okay.
You definitely look like your air traffic control.
Yeah, these things are monstrosities.
I like it.
Amazon fucked up. I had 4 brand new sets of headphones coming.
Really?
And
I got to do more commercials.
It got
we're racking up the tab.
I know. Get on it. Mattress
here. Ricky
boy.
will book me for something. That's why we got him.
That's why we got him here. Well, while we're at talking money, let's go through our sponsorships real quick.
Rocket.
UPS store, Canton Crossing Shopping Center. We continue to love them. They continue to love us right back. Please stop in, see Emily for your printing and packaging needs. Just mention hearing about them on the podcast and get 10% off your printing, packaging, and mailboxes.
Love it.
So you can stop getting your shit stolen off your doorstep.
Don't want that to happen.
No, you don't. And don't forget the UPS pack and ship guarantee. You remember what that's about, don't you?
Tell us what it is, Eric.
Tell us more. That is added to your shipping. And if anything happens to your package, like it did today with Amazon, and you'll get your money back.
Did we go through the UPS store to
we
get that
sure
Amazon
did,
package?
And I got the pack and ship guarantee. We're covered. We are covered.
Great. Thank you, UPS.
We're covered.
Thank
you, Emily.
Thanks, Ups. Big ups to
Big ups
UPS.
to Ups.
Oh, we're stupid people.
Oh, these headphones are fantastic.
They are. You look like Darth Vader. If Darth Vader had headphones, that's what he'd be wearing. Yeah. It looks like you lost your ears in a bizarre smelting accident.
The old pioneers.
I feel like I should hear a woodchuck chucking wood in China.
Well, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Just depends.
Head out to the shed
Depends.
and ask Tiffany.
Depends. Those Chinese woodchucks and those American woodchucks are very different.
Mike, have you been feeding Tiffany on the regular?
As little as I can.
What's her diet consist of these days?
Deer corn.
Ooh, that's good.
That is a tasty meal.
Deer corn. You're fattening her up a little bit. I like that. Keeping her healthy. Good stock.
She needs energy to fight off the mice.
That's good. Yeah, scratching, clawing. Cat scratch fever. Ted Nugent reference.
Well, when you let her out, that sun's going to be bright, so hopefully you have a fresh pair of Nectar sunglasses to give to her.
He's blinding her.
Did you?
He blinded her weeks
Did anybody
ago.
catch that?
He blindfolds her.
That was a segue.
No. He blindfolds her with our Nectar sunglass flag that they gave us.
Yeah.
Because
Mike blinded her weeks ago.
Yes, he did.
He's risking nothing. He won't go anywhere.
Especially our sponsorship flag.
Right.
So yeah, 25% off using the checkout code comedy which would bring your the average sunglasses run about $35.
It's a steal for something polarized.
It is, and they're comfy. They're super comfy, and they'll take a beating. They will take a beating.
Sure will.
We've tested them. So yeah, after the $35 with the 25% off, they'd be just over $25. So
wow,
not a bad deal.
The savings never end.
You could buy
comedy.
Yeah, you could buy a couple pair, have a backup pair.
That's good.
I know I do.
I bet
So
you do
that's a sweet deal to
I
live
can't-
the sweet life.
I can't look at you with your fucking headphones. They're absurd.
Hey,
It's all right. Your wife's not going to want to look at you after you go home with those headphones on.
Oh yeah,
these
you're gonna
little
have little gray flecks of stuff, which I might actually take that over these headphones because these are spotty.
What am I gonna have? Gray.
I'm
flecks?
getting like I'm in and out on each ear, so
these will deposit gray flecks on
They
my
will.
ear.
they will.
I don't appreciate that.
Hey,
It was my idea.
All right, well, fuck it, I get it.
it was. So the tequila of the week, you stepped into the tequila
I did.
chair today.
I did.
I'm proud and a little bit more proud.
What I'd like to tell you is the liquor store I went to. When I went in, there was nobody at the counter, and I was like, "Hello." I went and got my tequila. I shopped. It was like 15 minutes, and I walk up and I get my tequila, and there's still no one there, and I'm like, "Hello." Hello? And then I hear like this, like, we'll be right there. And then like this young black guy came out.
Oh.
And then this young white girl came around the corner. They were clearly fucking in the back.
Nice.
They were clearly fucking. And they were like, oh, hey, how you doing? Hey, how are you? Hey. Yeah, I could have stole it.
Which is great because the wine came in a box. The wine. The tequila came in a. That's how used to shit coming in a box is.
Yeah.
It's typically wine.
It's typically wine.
But this tequila came in a box. So is there a little bit of he was the guy.
He was knee deep.
He was knee deep in box, and you were looking at maybe shoplifting.
I mean,
the box.
when I tell you they were clearly fucking, I mean, I was like banging the bell, like hello.
Was she hot?
In a white trash sort of way.
Hey.
She could get it. How's that?
Okay, that's all
Call
I
her
need.
a
to know.
seven.
White trash has to have some too.
Yeah.
On the balls scale though,
He was
was
like a
she
scarred up bachelor.
hot? Because I kind of throw that around a lot.
Yeah, you're very liberal with hot. I would call her cute.
Okay.
I would
In a
say
white
she's cute.
trash kind of.
Yeah, like a cute white trash. Like I'd fuck her. But
Okay.
but I probably wouldn't take her to see Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Okay. Or
Yeah.
meet your parents, or yeah.
Well, she could meet my parents. But I'm not spending no money on her. You know what I'm saying?
Nice. Well played.
Yeah.
Well played. So the tequila is El Jimador.
Jimador, yes.
Is it Jimador or
Jimador.
Jimador?
Jimador.
Jimador? I mean, Mike's the one that has the Spanish background here.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
Mike.
Remember?
Mike, how many years of Spanish did you take?
A quarter of a year.
Then you know. Jimador. What's Jimador short
No
translate
freaking
to?
clue.
I can tell you.
Oh, good.
It translates, that's a plural,
Yeah.
to a type of Mexican farmer who harvests agave plants.
Super racist. Love it. Love it. What
I
if
mean-
what if this was let me think. What if this was Hennessy and it was called Cotton Picker? Are you fucking kidding me?
Well,
Come
there goes
on.
that demographic.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying.
I'm just telling you
get
what the
what I-
word means.
you get what
though.
I'm saying,
I know
though.
what you're saying. I'm just telling you what the word means, though.
But you get what I'm saying by that. It sounds like a racially charged tequila again.
It does, but it takes skill, though. So we're giving some credit. It can't be totally racist. There's some credit given to these farmers.
I can't wait till we try Cotton Picking Hennessy.
The addition.
Well, we're gonna have to graduate from the Blanco to the Reposado because we got to go to the brown liquors right now. We're unclear, but I think we're about ready to graduate to the
think?
Reposado.
You think?
Yeah,
All right.
I think so. And I have the one picked out. So
Great.
after our next podcast, because we already have our tequila set for the next podcast.
All right.
So in 4 weeks, we'll be on Reposado.
Not 1, but 4 weeks.
4 weeks. 4 weeks to be exact.
Roughly a month.
Yes.
Isn't 4 weeks a month?
Yes, Dave.
I'm just asking.
Ding.
Roughly.
So that was a little taste test of our guest that we have for you this eve.
You were gonna say this nut.
This night, this eve. But first we have the Ricky Yeagley Did I say that right?
I don't-
Yeagley?
Very
Yeagley?
oddly. You were like,
You
the
said-
Ricky Yeagley?
Yeagley?
Yeah. No,
Richard?
You gotta really lean in, Richard.
So
you gotta
it's-
get up on that
It's
microphone.
technically like the happiest name in the world.
It really is.
You gotta really get on it.
So-
Get all the way
Get-
up on that
eat
microphone.
that thing. There
So
you go.
yay
We're not
and
gonna be able to hear
glee.
you.
There we go.
There
Someone
we
needs
are.
to-
Like swallowing
Where's
the mic like
technique
you.
class?
Oh, that's good. No, you want to do
Yeah.
that here.
Yeah.
Trust
Yes.
Yeah.
Just
Cool.
get
so
on
it's
it.
Yeagley. And also, I
Yeagley.
noticed you.
John Yeagley.
me. Yeah.
Yeah, John Yeager.
Oh, he knows him. Got
Yeah.
him.
There we go.
I've seen him at your shows.
Yes.
Yeah, I noticed whoever posted the Facebook. I think it was you, Eric. Spelled my name wrong. Didn't tag me.
Good.
Jesus, Eric.
Good.
Kidding.
So dropping the ball.
I'm only doing this because Stefan paid me to do it.
Thank you,
Oh,
Richard.
that
Thank you,
motherfucker.
Richard.
He never has any money until it comes around to busting my balls.
That's right. And then I got lots.
So you're with Light Street Studios.
Yeah.
And we're doing a fun project with you.
Yes.
Fun program.
Richard was also our very first guest ever.
He
on the
was.
podcast.
I know. What the hell were you guys doing?
What a
Yeah.
what
I
a
don't
long
know.
way we've
I know.
come. What
In a
road
short
it's
period
been.
of time.
I've noticed Eric's getting very polished. That transition earlier with the sunglasses.
Like
How about that?
Ooh, I was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Mike gave a little bell ring too. So.
Even made him blush
Yeah,
a little
I
bit.
know.
Yeah,
Not really.
stop.
I know.
Stop
Making
complimenting.
Mike proud.
Stop complimenting people besides me. Thank you.
No.
You already paid me. We're
No, I
we're
won't
done
turn
now.
your headphones up.
Got him.
Please.
Which
All right, so
one are
so
you?
what are we here for? We're plugging something, right? Eric?
So we are plugging the video that we posted this week, and it is on Funny or Die,
Funny or die.
and it's getting a lot of attention.
At least 100,000 views already.
Yep.
Eric's definition of a lot is
I know.
different than mine. Probably.
100,000
I agree,
views.
but this isn't an easy nut to crack. Got years of experience, and we're doing well, I think, personally. We are over 250 views in just a few days, which is fantastic.
Eric's definition and my definition of a lot are different as well.
Yeah,
So-
well, that's
so
I
what's
think
your
we're both
definition?
laughing. I see.
So wait, hold on. What's your definition versus reality?
Like a lot of views would be 100,000 plus. I
Well,
think.
obviously, but that's not
well, yeah.
reality. That's dream fucking world.
No,
We're
it's not.
talking
That-
reality.
No,
That's
we
like
just gotta go
gone-
viral.
That's like gone viral. That
Correct.
is
Right,
like-
that's a lot
That's
to
at the
me.
apex of the scale that I would talk about.
Correct.
For sure.
But it
I'd
has
say
to.
a million's
but
the
it has
apex of the scale.
But it has to hit 250 before it gets there. So
all true things. That's how math works. I
Exactly.
get that part.
So,
So I think Eric's saying we'll be there shortly.
Oh,
We will
good,
be.
good,
yeah,
good.
I think in a
it's
nutshell.
like the lottery, though. You got to play to win. So unless you put it out there,
Is
it's
that
not
the
going to.
slogan of the Maryland Lottery?
It might be a new sponsor.
Is that
I
a
don't
new
know.
sponsor? Was that another smooth transition?
Just saying.
Got to play to win.
You
You know,
never
like
know.
the Maryland Lottery.
You never
Maryland
know.
Lottery.
But I think more important than the actual numbers,
Correct.
which is, and that can accumulate over time, is the
Yes.
quality of work. And Stefan was featured in the very first one that we did.
Yes.
I'm sure everyone who's seen Stefan perform
Yes.
knows the story
Yes.
of the day,
Yes.
his first and only
Yes.
that I know of,
Yes.
daughter.
That
was
he
born.
knows of.
Yeah.
The only one in the continental United States.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
But no, so the
I
so,
visited,
so the
New,
pro-
I visited New
questions, Seth,
Zealand
but-
when I was 17.
all right, that's a great story. So back to the original
What a
topic.
dick.
So the purpose of this is to discuss that this is not just a one-time
Absolutely.
deal. We're looking at expanding this and continuing to take this further, and including more talent to continue to do
Other talent, not more.
Yeah.
video talent. What?
I said other talent, not more.
Not more than him. Like
I get
he-
more out of him.
More talent.
Right.
Other
Yeah.
talent.
Right. None more talented than myself.
I don't know. I think we might be able to find some more talent.
Yeah,
Well-
the whole idea is to make this kind of a web series and continue to work with other talent.
Serialize it.
Well, make it episodic, we'll say.
Episodic. I knew you'd
Ooh.
come with some fucking hot industry term.
Yeah, so I mean, like the general idea behind it, because we should state for people who haven't
State
seen
it.
it,
Yes.
is
BigTimingComedy.com/media to see this video.
Yep.
Ooh.
and so like anyone familiar with like the Moth series or like any type of storytelling series in Baltimore, there's like the Stoop series, where it's a performer on stage delivering a personal story. A lot of times they're funny, a lot of times there's comedy, but they're just mostly personal stories that are like deeply profound in some level. But they're narratives, and people are sharing it to an audience. We're taking that to another level, shooting it in a way where we have editing. With Stefan's, we did it in one location. We just had changing sets, changing lighting, and we kind of give it the cinematic pizzazz, if you will. So kind of the Moth series with cinematic pizzazz. And the whole idea from an episodic standpoint is Me producing it is matching a director with a particular performer and matching the style aesthetic so that it kind of suits what the performer's trying to do and what their story is.
Yeah.
And it's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why wasn't I matched with like
It's
Martin Scorsese?
comedic.
Yeah.
Why didn't you get me Scorsese?
Because we don't have 100,000 views.
Oh.
Yeah.
So if we get there, you'll
I
get
don't
me
know.
Scorsese.
Yeah, you'll be back. That's what I told you. You gotta have another story.
Scorsese may have like 500,000
got lots of
views,
stories.
So
I got lots of stories.
But
You know some of my stories about bonus content, listeners. I puppy.
Yep. Patrons.
but Alan Irwin, the director.
Oh, Alan was
yeah,
great.
he was great.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, I know.
I'm kidding. I'm not.
I mean, we know he's not quite Martin Scorsese.
Who
but
is,
that's fine.
besides Dave here, who
Yeah.
is on the same level as a Martin Scorsese?
Alan did a fantastic job.
Yeah, it's
I just have
it's
to give kudos to him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can I ask Ricky about something else? I don't want to completely divulge from this, but Ricky did release his documentary.
Well,
Okay.
it's not
Oh.
released yet. It's complete.
Yeah.
It's not released.
Oh, it's complete. You
Way
haven't
to,
released
way to
it
jump
yet.
Yeah,
the
it's not
fucking
released.
gun on that,
Yeah.
Stefan.
Thanks, Stefan. No, I'm kidding.
Jesus.
It's not that big of a deal.
I was
They
trying.
had red carpet deals and everything.
I was
and
trying
you
to plug your
fucked it up.
documentary, but since you were such a dick, we're gonna move
No,
on. Nope,
Eric
nope,
was the dick
nope,
on my behalf.
Nope.
No.
No. All right.
What is the matter with you?
When does it come out? When is it? When
Well,
do you
just like
release
all
it?
independent films, like we're doing the film festival route, so we're kind of.
Where can we see it and what?
Unfortunately- Well, it's going to take a while, so I don't know. It'll probably be released sometime at the end of the year.
Can I get a copy of it?
You can always watch a private.
I wanna see it.
Yeah.
All right. Because I saw your trailer.
Well, you saw the trailer, yeah, but I think you saw like a rough cut, but it's much more polished. You know, rough cuts for docs are
I liked the
very,
trailer.
very hard.
I was
yeah.
intrigued.
Yeah. Yeah.
Conversion therapy, Dave. Gay conversion therapy.
Oh,
Yeah, that was
well.
his documentary.
Yeah, we
I-
talked about it in the first podcast.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, hey,
Come full circle now.
Yeah. So it's you know,
the double entendre
Yeah.
lives.
Still stuck in production, it sounds like.
Takes
what,
time.
The story?
Yeah.
No, the story's
It takes
done.
time.
Why can't I just see it?
No, I'll send you a link.
Oh, I can.
Yeah, I already said that to you.
Oh, I missed that
I
part.
said I'll send you a
I
private
thought
link.
you wanted a director's cut.
And when, you,
I certainly did.
and when you get the link, we'll
So-
put it on the website.
Yeah, we'll plug you. We'll
And-
keep helping.
Stefan, I'll watch it with you.
Unless you're
and I'll provide
200
the direction.
All right.
Unless the 200 views isn't enough, then fuck you. We're not going to put it on our website.
And then my next question is, can we make a mockumentary of your documentary?
You know, I a lot of times when I was shooting, I was thinking I can't script this shit any better.
Right.
So it could be made into like a fictional narrative.
I
It could
think
be
we
very,
could
very
do
funny.
it like brainwashing like a Browns fan to be a Ravens fan, like
Yeah.
something stupid like that.
There's a
You know what I mean? I'm not going to
Yeah.
directly
Yeah.
attack
Yeah.
your feature performer. I mean, it's a difficult subject.
Oh no! I mean, look, Saturday Night Live did a really good satire of it like a couple years ago.
Mike Pence, some sort of Mike
Yeah,
Pence.
well, Mike Pence. Well, no, this is
involvement.
before that, but
Yeah.
yeah, Mike Pence is very supportive of conversion therapy.
Yeah, I know. He's our next president, so we better get on board.
Get on board.
Oh, he might not be.
Which not to sound so self-serving, could be good for the film.
Ooh, nice.
Not like I'm a Mike Pence fan, but
Yeah.
I don't think Mike Pence is a Mike Pence fan.
Yeah, he didn't do so good at Hamilton. they didn't like him so much. All right, but back. So we're gonna make it episodic. I had a blast filming it. You guys were great.
Yeah.
You had a
What was your
wonderful
favorite
crew.
part about filming it?
Me?
Yeah.
Catering.
Let's get behind the scenes. Yeah.
To be
the Subway sub, the
to
giant
be
foot
totally
long, you know.
honest, the location in which we filmed was fucking cool as shit. It was like an art studio.
Yeah, so we shot everything in a day. And
Yeah.
Stefan's story, it's already scripted. We didn't have
Right.
to rehearse anything. We just did it in that one day. But, we struggled to find a spot. I ended up, a friend of mine, Kelly Walker, she's the local artist in Baltimore. She has
Big listener of the podcast.
quite possibly.
Yes.
No, definitely
We
not,
call
but
her
she-
K-Walk.
Yeah.
I think her company's called Art Star, but she's
Or Kelly Dubs.
If you
She
go,
was awesome.
if you
Her
go
place
around
was
the
awesome.
city, you'll see a lot of her artwork in restaurants
Yeah.
and whatnot. But she has a house that it was an old garage
Yeah.
on Madison Avenue, like in is it Madison Avenue?
Yeah.
Madison Avenue down in like Mount Vernon, that she converted to like half workspace and half like a house for her.
Yeah, it was like
It's,
a really
completely
chic
modern.
postmodern
Yeah.
apartment, and then on the left side, she had this old garage that she had converted into an art studio. That was
But
like
it's
2 levels.
huge.
It was awesome. Very
It's
like
huge.
Art Deco.
Yeah, I mean,
Very nice.
It's a great space.
So anyway, that was my favorite part. Was her art studio in which we filmed.
Cool.
It
Yeah.
was a really neat spot.
Riveting.
She had original art all over the place. So
Yeah, a lot of the art actually was featured in a couple of the shots in the
Yep.
background, and
Yeah, like the opening scene had some good art in
yeah.
the
yeah.
background.
yeah, it I mean, for me, watching Stefan do his bit, it's great, it's funny, and you see it
bits.
just in one. You see it all the way through. It's so weird anytime you're like seeing a comedy bit being performed over and over again. But
Mhm.
Stefan's a true pro. So,
No,
like I'm not trying to.
No, it was fun watching.
Thanks.
because-
We're gonna have a
again,
hell of a
because-
time getting him out the door now.
Well, it's good putting him. You're right. It's funny seeing it in not a comedy room type scenario.
Yeah.
And then I was watching the different editions of the filming. So there was one where I saw where it was just him. There was no background sound edited in. It was just like it was kind of cold. And then when I saw the final
Early
product,
on in the production, you mean?
yes,
Some
early
of
on in the
cuts he was
production,
sending.
yeah. And and then you edit in the music to go along with it. And it's so cool.
Yeah, you guys did a great
so
job.
cool.
Yeah.
Production value's high.
So again, if you're listening and you haven't seen it yet, bigtimingcomedy.com/media. What happened?
I'm farting.
Nice. I thought I heard that.
Yeah, everybody's got their
It's just-
headphones on. I
right
didn't
in
think
my-
like-
I heard a grumble because these cut out right at that moment.
Right in my
I know you
mid-cap.
wouldn't
Yeah.
hear it. I know you wouldn't hear it. Air traffic
He's picking
control.
up stuff from World War II in those headphones.
He's getting old Navajo codes.
Wait.
He's trying to do the podcast. Maybe there's
Gun her
a guy
down.
at 20,000 feet.
Gun her
where's
down.
the bomber?
Gun her
Where's the
down.
bomber?
Gun her down.
There we go. Yeah.
He's talking to the wind talkers.
Those look like some like Monday Night Football first season.
I wish that the quality of the sound was as good as they look because it's pretty.
Those are some big cans, sir.
Big old, you got some big
Oh,
old
they
cans.
serve
Stop
me-
it.
They served me well in the 80s. Thank you.
Well, that was a long
Wait, did you steal them from Journey's original
They-
sound guy?
They don't.
Mike,
They don't.
those
owe-
headphones smell like lipstick and cocaine.
Now that should be about right.
Yeah.
They don't
Those
owe
headphones smell like
anybody
a series
a
of bad
thing.
decisions,
Right.
followed up with a trickster encore.
Yeah.
They should have B104 stickers on them.
They
Oh, I miss
B104.
B104.
stink of shame. All right. So Ricky, was there anything else that you wanted to plug on the video
No, I think
or yourself?
What's
Plug,
next?
plug yourself.
I think
plug
Stefan
away.
plugging the doc is added benefit, so I'm good.
Yeah.
for
And
that
how
one.
about
Look at
the
that
other
lingo.
project that we did? How about
Oh
your-
yeah, that's going to be released. I don't know when it's going to be released because the client's taking a little bit, but we have it finished. Yeah,
When
doing
can
the
I-
last pass.
When can I see that?
I
Being
will send
very
that to you as
cryptic
well.
Send that to
again,
me
you
as well.
two
Right.
There's
bastards.
a lot of
Yeah.
cryptology going on.
Stop this.
We can't.
The listeners and us don't know what in the fuck you're talking about.
I just want to bring Ricky on one time and be like, "Hey, you remember that thing we shot? When can people see that?" He's gonna be like, "June 2nd."
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But that's just not how it works.
No,
in
it's
showbiz.
there's that.
Well,
yeah, there's
we
never,
finally
like,
have something out and available.
Well,
and you
that-
want to talk about all the shit that they can't see.
I don't. Well, I got two other. I
See,
was
he's
try-
the guy that's into episode 9, and episode 8 isn't even out yet.
Right, right. Ricky and I do a lot of collaborative
Yeah,
projects.
Just as a quick description, we did a we did a
Yes.
piece for a client, and Stefan was one of the actors in it.
Yeah.
They did.
Yeah.
Did you do a sequel to the mattress ad?
Oh, I did.
No,
Yeah, there's another mattress ad.
You
It's
guys
coming
would have
out
done
either
that,
this
right?
month.
There
or
actually,
next.
yeah, there is.
Do you know
don't.
the date for that one?
Yep.
Actually, June
2
26th.
Wait, hang
June
on.
26th.
Well,
And-
the client is.
There's some negotiations going on.
They're being kind of
There's a-
difficult.
You know, Mattress Warehouse.
Well, there's some lawyers speaking, and there's a payment scale that we have to get. There's a SAG-AFTRA involvement
Right,
because
yeah.
of
my lawyers, their lawyers.
well, apparently the health insurance is not completely
Stefan,
covered.
you're technically a SAG member now.
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
of that
because
shoot,
of
right?
Yeah, that is.
Wait till you get your bill for the health insurance with SAG-AFTRA. You're gonna be like, you know what? I'll be independent, thank you.
That's all good. I got a day job that pays my health care. We're good.
You've been scamming that day job for how
I
long?
have, yeah. ACA are just letters to me. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
How long have you been working there? Like, he's still on the payroll.
Yeah.
Weren't you supposed to fire him?
Dude, it's getting rough watching these videos where these people are like, I am literally going to die, Senator. What should I do?
Yeah.
And half of them, I'm like, get a job where it fucking pays you. And then the other half are like, all right, you have a really weird condition. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
It's a fucked up weird time in our country.
it really is.
It's crazy. I am literally going to die, Senator. What do
Yeah.
you do for a living? I am a stay-at-home mom. maybe you should get a job.
Yep.
Oh man, I probably lost half our listeners.
Probably.
Sorry.
Good job. Good
But
job.
I feel like our listeners work.
I think most of them do.
But maybe these pre-existing condition things are kind of fucked up.
That's the part that I think gets
Well,
fucked
apparently
up.
That's the
breathing
fucked
is
up
a
part.
pre-existing condition.
Yeah, that's the thing.
According
It's
to
like
the new Health Care Act.
there's like the rape thing, and then the girls are like, if I
Yeah,
get
if you're a
raped,
if you're a
that's a
victim-
pre-existing condition.
If you're
like,
a
that's
victim of
fucked up.
sexual assault, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, some of this is just,
Well, then you bring Planned Parenthood into it,
and
it
that's
just
not
gets,
planning any. They're not planning anything.
No.
They're an abortion clinic.
Well, some of them
Not
are.
exactly.
Some of them aren't.
Yeah, they are. That's what they are.
Not all of them.
No, sir.
Like that's what they're there for.
I mean,
So you can go get an
there are
abortion.
women's
Well, I think a
health
lot of them are
initiative.
providing contraception.
but the thing is I was doing some
That's not their main
recon
function.
today, and because one
know
shut
about that.
down,
I
there
do.
there's apparently one in Wyoming, and it closed, and everybody is in up in arms. But
all
there's
6 people in Wyoming.
Yeah.
Planned Parenthood is an abortion clinic that hands out condoms. That's my opinion.
I mean, I
You
couldn't
could not
disagree
be
with you.
farther from the truth.
Bullshit.
But hold on, hold up.
Bullshit.
Less than like 1% of the population that they're targeting actually go to those centers. So the one closing, I actually looked it up, and this was in Casper, Wyoming. There were 6 other
Hey, Casper,
centers.
Wyoming!
Shout out.
There were
Shout out.
six different places that people could go to that were listed. There actually were more, but there were 6 that came up on this website. So it's like the whole Planned Parenthood thing is it's a dead thing. Like it's done. It's gone.
It's gone.
It's out.
Dead and gone. Dead and gone.
Goodbye.
The country's turning into a real-life John Q.
Timberlake and T.I.
Hey.
Dead and gone.
Hold on. I will actually tell you what that website
I don't care.
No.
As we're so political
Sir,
here.
we can't have.
Can be.
We
can
want.
be.
You want the listeners paying attention to the live stream. You don't want them going on their phones, diverting from the live stream to this website you're about to say.
That's true, Dave. But Eric is distracted.
Well, it's because
Wait a minute.
he's
Viewers?
easily distracted.
And when Balls gets distracted.
I'm sorry, what were you saying?
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
Yeah.
Are we going to introduce Dave as well?
We are.
Ah, psh,
We are.
Nah.
keep talking with the guy that has multiple projects in the works but can't tell you when they're coming out or what they are. This is riveting. It's like listening to it's like listening to the Kissinger tapes when Henry was drunk, just going the things.
So I'm surprised. Sorry, you're not a comedian, are you?
No,
Yeah,
sir.
you're trying to be a bit.
No,
it's kind of
no.
funny because like,
I like
what do
it.
you
I
have
like
going
this.
on? I thought you were saying you're like.
I know nothing, sir.
All right,
Yeah.
boys. Will you
Yeah.
each just
What?
pull your
No.
dicks
Oh,
out and
no,
see who's
we're-
Let
bigger?
it go. Let it
Hey,
go.
hey,
now.
whoa.
Let it go. This makes for good radio.
I like
That one
it.
makes
I'm not saying I
Someone
dislike
just
it.
lost audio. Wait,
Yeah.
huh? Oh,
I
we're back?
wanted
Welcome
to
to the shit
I
talking
lost-
sessions.
I don't know.
Oh, these headphones suck.
Dude, those headphones have history.
That's
I
great.
remember. I think
That's
Chuck Berry
great.
played his first guitar with those headphones.
All right. Here's what we do. Everybody, stop.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
No,
he's giving
no,
me his
no.
headphones.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Don't do it.
This is
Oh,
happening.
Don't do it.
Ladies
Oh.
and gentlemen,
Mike, don't
what
you
is
do it.
happening? What is happening right
Yes.
now? Hold
Mike
on.
has given me
Mike
his
is
switching.
Producer,
amazing-
engineer Michael Crane has given the vaunted Beats headphones.
He is, and they're his
To-
orange pair.
to Eric.
Could I get like a?
And
Nope,
Eric,
sure can't.
And he is now wearing the classic rotary style headphones,
Wow.
circa 1922 from
How do those
AT&T.
How do those
These-
feel?
These are fucking amazing.
Does Mike have the nicest
He
headphones?
fucking bet your ass he does. Holy shit!
See,
this
I
is-
heard that a little too fast, and I heard,
Oh,
does Mike
man.
have ISIS headphones?
He sure does. We
Wow.
call him ISIS Mike.
I think he's deaf too because he's got these puppies cranked up nice,
Cranked
nice
up to
and
11.
high.
This one goes to 11.
Oh wow!
Well, Mike does
Oh.
do a little sound work from time to time with rather large, loud
I
bands.
can hear
Yeah.
I can hear the bass in my voice.
They never leave
Good.
the house, actually.
Oh,
This-
those don't?
No, they're
Okay.
for here.
I'm
You brought them. You brought
no,
them
they
to Cambridge.
Oh yeah, you left
Well,
the
yeah.
house when we
so
when
they
we
left the
recorded
house. So
live.
you're a liar.
For this,
right.
not for
this.
bands.
All right, but you didn't say that, so you lied.
I feel
you lied
like-
to our listeners.
He
and
did
said
not
they never
lie.
Leave. He said they never leave the house. Where,
All I know is
where
that
did you take them 2 weeks ago?
I feel,
Cambridge,
I
Maryland.
don't know. Bend
They're
over. Let's see
part
if they
of his
still have.
broadcasting set, so therefore they went to Cambridge.
They left the house.
I
That's a
can't
lie,
be-
Dave.
I can't believe they're on my skull right
That's
now.
all right.
either.
Wait a minute.
I
What did
am,
he say?
I love
Number
it.
one, my ass.
Hey,
My
what channel? What
microphone.
Oh, there
channel
he
is
is.
Stefan up?
There he is. He's back.
I don't know
He
why.
stepped out for a moment.
I've done more for you than this guy. I don't believe this shit.
Whoa!
I can't even get you to answer a text.
You never texted me.
That's because you
Stefan
never
doesn't-
gave me your number.
Wait, time out, Mike. Hold
Yeah.
on.
I'll
Did
hit
he?
you.
Did he tell you that we were changing the starting time?
I saw nothing.
Ooh.
I don't have Mike's number.
He's on Facebook, and we
Oh.
do joint messages all the time.
Yeah, I don't ever really check Facebook Messenger.
Yeah,
Shocker.
That is
Stefan
such a
actually does
bullshit.
not know how to use an actual cell phone.
No, I don't.
Yeah, he would have to find his phone to
No,
use
yeah, I
it.
don't.
No, he knows where his phone is.
It
It's
just
just
needs to not be
not,
broken.
Not real familiar with how to use it.
it's just turning it on, making sure the bill's paid,
Yeah,
figuring out service.
Samsung's UI, I just can't get down with it. So
Just get him a rotary phone.
yeah,
All right.
I need
Get him the
something old
Razor.
Okay, so Stefan.
Razor, the Moto X.
the Nokia 3310, which is making a comeback.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That'll
So,
be coming as a full
so I have another true false story for you. Are you ready?
Here we go.
Can we introduce Dave first?
We did. Dave
really.
Shofer.
Legendary comedy
legendary.
producer.
I am nothing of the
The
sort. sir.
legendary,
Legendary
comedy
comedy
community producer.
Uncle Dave from Uncle Dave's Comedy. Dave Shofer.
The Estranged.
That's a Guns N' Roses song, one of my favorites.
That's actually a really good song.
Yeah, it's great. All right, so
And
Dave.
he doesn't request unsalted nuts.
So we
I
have a
could.
lot. We have a lot to dig in on that topic,
Right.
but we're gonna
What,
wait till the
unsalted
hot
nuts?
seat. Well, not the hot seat, but,
We're gonna
but
put you in
Uncle
the hot
Dave's
seat,
comedy.
Dave.
We're gonna put you in
that
the
means
hot
changing
seat.
the studio, Mike. Do we have a crew for
You're
that?
in that. You're on
We
the
got a guy.
red couch.
We got a guy.
You're in the hot seat.
You know a guy that knows a
I
guy?
know a guy.
Yeah, you know a guy?
Do you guys? Do you two want to get a fucking room or what?
I don't know
Well,
what
we
that
don't really
means.
need a room.
I don't know what that means.
in the bud.
I was talking to our guest. I don't. That's the whole fucking point of this podcast. Yes, I want a room, and we're in it.
All right.
Wow, you nailed down the concept of this thing. Here's what we do. We're going to talk.
Right.
We're going to bring in people to talk to, and then we're going to leave.
Right, in a room.
Wow.
Go.
Groundbreaking.
Do
Boom.
it. Eric. Do it,
You've
Paul.
done
Boom. All over it.
All right, true false story. Tell me.
No. Are we? I want to make sure we give Dave the accolade that he needs.
There is no accolade needed, sir.
Exactly. I just wanted to properly introduce him
Okay.
to the audience.
Good call. Hey, good call. We
Yeah.
definitely glazed over that.
We did.
We
like
did.
a donut.
Sorry, Dave.
I no need to apologize, sir.
All right.
Richard, you're on your
We
phone.
get
Are you still
excited.
contributing?
We get excited.
I thought this was where I stepped off.
Oh, I don't know.
No.
You still have a microphone.
You
I was
can
just
still
checking.
talk.
Yes,
You
he
can
steps
still-
off. He's gangster.
Just checking.
Mm.
Just seeing what you were doing.
I'm here.
What's so important over there?
He's texting.
Somebody got an email.
All right, cool.
Ooh.
For a new
Yeah.
project? For a new
Uh,
project?
Is that
Release date. There's a release date, and he's not telling you.
Uh-huh.
is that electronic email?
No, it's electronic mail.
Oh.
Electronic email is redundant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right, come on, Skull Candy. Let's go.
Don't be hey.
Let's go,
don't-
Beats.
Hey, don't be
I'm
jealous.
jealous as fuck.
Do
Mike
not
gave you
be
the
jealous.
nicest headphones, and I'm
Do
pissed.
not be jealous.
All right, let's go. What's your story?
Okay. Are you right? Are you gonna give the typical rundown?
Do you want me to do the audio?
I do. All right. Your
Don't
choice.
blow that shit, Mike. Jesus.
All right. Are you ready?
Apparently
Here we
that
go.
microphone can
Here
never
we
be
go.
used again.
Yeah, blow it in the couch.
I'll buy
That's
you a
fine.
new
All
one.
right, Stefan.
With
Too
what
late.
money?
A man.
Ooh.
A man was arrested
Too many details right there.
after he was so turned on
Uh-huh.
by the romantic setting
Oh, my dick's so hard.
in the tunnel that he parked his minivan in the middle,
I know
in the
the
middle of
story.
traffic,
Tunnel love.
I
so that he
recuse
could take
myself.
matters into his own hands.
I love my hands.
Masturbating, of course, is not against most of the laws,
If you can do it with two hands, you're
and,
the man
and
anyway.
Buddy Wackett should be credited for not engaging in an egregious form of distracted driving.
Egregious is the word, sir.
Egregious,
Egregious, yes.
but willfully holding up rush hour traffic
Well,
in the busy tunnel.
So he could beat off?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
When
You know,
when the
sometimes-
police approached his minivan, which
Sir,
was
you mind
which
rolling your
was
window down?
finger air quote motionless,
ha ha!
but still running,
Sir, you have any idea how fast you were going?
he was seen performing a lewd act.
Yeah.
All right, that wins.
About 38 beats per minute.
They also found a glass pipe and PCP.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll tell you, I'll tell it like this. Usually when I'm beating off, I can't even get off. But what I do is I light out my PCP pipe, right? And I get going. I park my fucking van right in the garage here. And when I say garage,
Tunnel,
I mean the
tunnel.
fucking tunnel that everybody, I call it a garage, but it's a tunnel.
It is a big garage.
It's a tunnel
It's
to
a big
me.
garage.
It's a garage to you. I fucking light up, and then I whack up. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Woo!
Now when you pull in, does it say, "Are you in yet?"
Are you in yet? I don't need to be in yet because I'm going to use my own hand. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, did we get the guy from our live show in here tonight?
Yeah, Bruce.
Bruce.
There's Bruce. This character's based on Bruce.
Holy shit, you nailed it. So that concluded my story.
This is a true story, 100%. It's
Okay.
gotta be.
You are correct.
Yeah, no, you can't make that
What's
up.
he win?
I try to make it.
Bag of unsalted nuts.
Ooh.
Hey,
Planners?
wait.
Planners?
Are they
Hold on.
raw? Are they raw almonds?
Are you going to double down and go for the bonus prize?
You'll have to go out
Put
and
it
look in
back
the
on
shed.
table? You can put them back on the table and go for the double secret prize.
I'm not putting my nuts on the table, Dave.
Well, then you don't know how to live, sir.
Oh, yeah. Not here. Not with this crowd.
Not on that table.
Well, wait. I'm close to this table. What are you talking about?
You got pants on, you'll be all right.
Pants. You got TiVos on. You'll be fine. You got TiVo sandals on.
I have my Air Jesuses, sir.
You got sandals with 18 straps on them. You'll be all right.
Yes,
They're not gonna come off.
they're excellent for running from imaginary problems.
Yes. Very good.
Even if water is involved.
Well, not so much.
Oh.
That's-
All right.
they claim to be all terrain. They're just not all weather.
Yeah, no, they definitely look all terrain.
Oh yeah, they were at one time.
They'll never slip off.
Oh, you'd think that.
You got a strap on the heels, on the fucking top, on the bridge, on each toe. You got fucking straps, boy.
You are looking at my feet with a
It's a lot of
with a
Velcro.
light in your eye
It's a
that makes me
critical eye.
wonder.
I'm a
makes me
foot guy.
wonder. What are you doing after this recording?
You're taking my shoe porn to a whole new level.
I'm a
Yes,
foot
he
guy.
is.
Scary.
I'm
It
a foot
is.
guy. I'm a foot guy.
You are a foot guy?
No, not at all.
All right then.
In fact, they
We will
disgust
make
me.
you
Feet
a foot
disgust
guy.
me.
Mike,
But your feet are special.
No, they are not.
I don't know if you're gonna
Yeah.
ever get these headphones back.
They're not leaving this house
That's right.
with you.
I mean,
I
I'm
would
never.
love to
I'm not
see-
taking them
I would
anywhere.
love to see you and Mike throw down for those
Well-
fucking headphones.
then maybe you need to do some more shopping.
All right.
Ooh.
Well, Amazon fucked us, so
Right.
Don't blame Amazon
I
for
had
your,
a
for your
whole
sodomy.
box of fucking headphones coming.
That's his story, and he's sticking to it.
Every time I've ordered something from Amazon, it has showed up in 2
I
days or
know, dude.
less.
This they promised next day, and that was on Sunday.
All right, well, here. From now on, don't order anything that doesn't say Prime.
Hey,
You were the one that sent me the link.
All right, hold on. Let me look.
You know, you're lucky he drives
I
a big
like-
wrecker because the bus throwing in this room is going to
Oh
need
Yeah.
man,
that.
this
yeah.
everybody
Fire
is
up the diesel, Mike.
everybody is just throwing knuckles
Shade,
tonight. I
shade.
love it.
Well, that was the email.
Fucking
Hold on.
love it.
Mike, if
Shade.
you could fire up the diesel,
Throwing
you're going to need to move
shade.
some of these buses around.
Throwing shade.
Oh, they're throwing something.
That's quite a
Throwing
quite
dicks.
a street lingo.
Throwing dicks at Dave's feet.
Ooh.
All right, we're
No.
gonna throw
Mine.
not throwing
the
anything.
just push play segment at Dave here.
Oh, he's
Uh-oh.
a music lover. You, music lover.
I know
Mhm.
some music, not a lot.
So, are you familiar with our just push play
I am
segment?
unfamiliar
The
with
one we
anything.
don't have a drop for.
Okay.
Why do you wait?
Hey, I'll do it. Wait, I'll do it.
Why-
Just push play. Play.
That was weak as shit.
Fuck
I
off,
expected
Eric.
so much more out of you,
Hey,
Stefan.
Eric. Hey, Eric, here's a concept for you. Fuck off.
You know, I'm disappointed on levels
Yes,
to
pay-
which even
pay the
school
imaging
children
department, would
would
you?
Right.
Sounds like there's a lot of back pay bills bleeding.
You know.
Or back
know.
page.
It's all in Eric's name. We don't give a fuck.
Oh, yeah. That's, you know what?
We
What's this wee shit there, Kimosabi?
Hey, what's this wee shit? You got a turd in your pocket? Oh, got him.
Hey. Oh, so just push play. I'm assuming I have to identify a song in a certain amount of seconds?
no
Not
no
at all.
no.
Not
we
at
just
all.
need
That
your.
would be a good, better segment, actually.
It
That'd
would
be
be.
good. I would like that segment.
It's called Musical Jeopardy.
Are you gonna take that up with Matt Cannon?
No, no, I'll take it up with our producer, Mike.
And yes, there was a Prime.
Well.
There was a Prime tag on those. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm not saying there wasn't. I'm just telling
back
you.
to this again.
You were giving me. You were schooling me on it, and you gave
Christ
me the
almighty.
fucking link
So much controversy tonight.
tonight.
You know,
Everybody
I
is
show up and it's like
heated.
monkey season all of a sudden. Where are the footballs at?
I don't know.
I
Wait a
like
minute.
that, Dave. I like that.
Yes.
back to Just Push Play.
All right.
So your top 3 albums, they don't have to be the world's greatest albums, just your top
they
3 that you can. This kind of refers back to CD days, but you can literally
I know what a
Or
compact disc
vinyl
is, sir.
records.
Hey, I was alive in the era of 8-track cassettes.
8-track
Jesus
cassette tape.
Christ.
Yep, so was I.
I got
All
one
right,
of those
we're
in
not
my
talking
car.
about. We're not.
Who put out the first all digital CD?
Oh, the first all-digital CD?
DDD, Triple D.
I'm gonna go.
Triple.
I'm gonna go Benicio del Toro. I'm gonna say Benicio.
That's
del
an
Toro.
actor. Thanks for playing. Cut him off. You're gonna have to give me a hint because I think I know it,
It's
but
my
I need
show,
a clue.
Dave. Nobody's cutting me off.
All right.
Well, tell me who you think.
But I need a clue to jog the memory. The Police maybe? No. I was gonna
Boz
no,
Skaggs. How
Nope.
about Boz Skaggs?
all digital CD. I have no clue.
I want my MTV.
Video
Oh!
killed the radio star.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Dire Straits?
Dire
Yeah.
Straits was the first all digital
Yeah.
CD.
CD?
ROM.
Really? They were the first
Yep,
one.
CD.
Who sang
Wow.
Salt in the Swing?
Well, thanks for
Nobody.
playing.
Who
Yeah.
sang Salt in the Swing? Anybody
That's
know?
Mark Knopfler with an intro by Sting.
And who were the 2 bands that you just mentioned?
That would be the Police and Dire Straits.
I fucking just nailed that.
You didn't nail shit, sir.
Yes, I did.
No, you just.
Who's the lead singer for the Police?
That's Gordon Sumner.
Shut up! It's Sting.
Same guy.
And who's the lead singer for Dire Straits?
Mark Knopfler.
Thank you.
Sometimes his
He
brother.
also happens to be a guitar player.
Just happened to fucking nail it, bringing it full circle. You guys. Can
Did
both
you say
blow
cut him
me.
off?
Whose dick's bigger? I want to see. Let's whip them out. Whip them out.
Hey, look at that dead microphone again. So the question,
Damn
obviously, so you're asking what 3 albums, any format, obviously. Is there any parameters as to why I would have 3 albums? Like, am I stranded somewhere? Is it a road trip, or just 3 albums? That's
Yes.
Just 3 albums that you.
You're stranded. It's a road trip, and you only have 3 albums that you can listen to front to back. What are they?
No, that's not how this works.
Shut
But
up,
We'll
Eric.
do it. We'll do it.
Why does it matter?
God
Hey,
damn
you're,
it.
You're here in this room. You only have 3 albums you want
Okay,
to listen
3
to. front to
album-
back.
3
it doesn't
albums-
fucking matter
3
where
albums
you
I
are.
can listen to from song 1 to or from
Right,
front to back.
and your
or-
top 3.
Okay. Metallica and Justice for All. I can
Okay,
listen to that.
great album.
Is that number 3?
Oh, there has to be a rank.
Eric makes you rank it.
Ooh,
We call him
shit.
BuzzFeed. We call him BuzzFeed.
I
It
would
helps
have
to go from 3 to 1, but just
That
Yeah,
would
because
be...
you lead up to nothing when you're like, oh, that's my number 1. Okay, I don't fucking
All
care
right,
about 2 and 3
but-
anymore.
All right, so Metallica and Justice for All would be number 3.
Any Barry Manilow?
Would you let the man talk?
If we could only put you where they found Barry Manilow, Stefan, that would be awesome.
Barry Manilow's alive. What are you talking about?
It's where they found him,
in
sir.
the bathhouses.
There we go. Someone knows their Bette Midler history.
Nothing wrong with
Um,
homosexual bathhouses.
We covered this 2 weeks ago, didn't we?
Yeah, Barry's gay. We know Barry's gay. That's he
shit.
came out.
I would album number 2.
Liberace.
Album number 2 would be the soundtrack to the film Amadeus, the complete soundtrack.
Yeah, it's got
All
that
right.
song. Amadeus,
Amadeus.
Amadeus.
That's Falco.
Amadeus, Amadeus, Amadeus.
I actually know who sang that, which was Falco. No, the soundtrack to the film Amadeus, which the complete
So
soundtrack's about 4
Wolfgang
hours.
Amadeus Mozart, you enjoy.
done by orchestra by Sir Neville Sir Neville Martin in the Fields, and
And
number
the guy
1,
from Animal House played Amadeus.
Tom Hulse,
Yes.
who was also in. Tom Hulse was also in.
Yep, I'm waiting for it. Parenthood.
Yes.
Sure.
Um,
Also Animal House.
Yes, he was. Jeffrey Jones was also in Amadeus too, and now he's a convicted kid toucher.
Was he Salieri? Was he Salieri?
No,
Who was Salieri?
I have no idea who Salieri is.
He was
No,
his
you-
rival.
all
He
right.
was the guy.
Oh no,
you
that's
don't
F.
fucking. You never
F-
fucking saw the movie?
F.
What?
Murray Abraham.
Thank you.
And your third, your number 1.
Number 1 would be Boston's first album, Boston.
You fucking
You
liar.
looked at the wall
looked at the
behind you.
wall.
Mm,
You're
nope.
sucking Mike's dick.
That's one of the things that you cannot do is look at the
Can't
walls.
usual suspects it. You can't usual suspects it.
Oh, wait,
Look
look
at
at
the
that.
Nakatomi building. The Nakatomi building.
They're not gonna tell me. Oh, look at this airplane hitting the sky. No, I'm a huge. I love that. The first 2 albums by Boston are amazing, and what Brad Delp and Tom Schultz did with that sound was incredible.
What's your favorite song on that album?
The first one?
Yeah.
Is
it this
probably
one? Garden
Foreplay.
Square?
No, More Than Feelings, good song. Foreplay, Long Time.
Okay. You got that one, Mike?
Oh, yeah. Let me look.
All right, come on.
He's like, which version would you like?
Right. Would you like a live version?
Yeah.
The 23-minute version?
Just one. I
Foreplay,
want to hear Dave's
long time.
Digitally enhanced
Give
version.
me Dave's favorite song from that album because I'm not sure I'm familiar.
Oh, it's an
Yeah,
amazing song. The live
What's
version's
it called?
incredible. Foreplay/long time.
Foreplay/long time. Me love you long time.
Yep.
Oh, this one. Yeah, I know this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of there's actually a lot of like musical trivia with
What's
this
the
particular
runtime
song.
on
Yeah.
this song?
This-
7 and some change, I think.
This particular version is 8.
Yeah.
803.
8.
Oh yeah, this is the one that goes more than a feeling.
That was the other. Wow.
I just played stupid.
I know. I'm making a joke that all their songs.
Mike,
sound
do
the
you
same.
charge
You guys-
them by the
That's
word?
like
or
every
is it a
band.
flat
You
rate?
guys not fucking get the
Every
burner
band sounds
Apparently
the
not
same.
enough.
You guys not get the correlation that I'm saying all their songs sound the same as you air drum
Yeah,
this fucking song.
You got to see the video. The drummer for this band recently passed away. But if you watch the video of how he did the run fills of this, it's amazing.
I believe it.
Because you would never think that a drummer would do it that way.
And where was the last place you saw them live?
I've actually never seen Boston play live.
Eric just
Oh,
put
you
the
poor
fattest
thing.
lip in. You're into this. You just put the biggest lip of skull in.
That was weak.
What flavor is that? Citrus?
Citrus
I
blend.
smell the citrus.
And so those piano lessons really
my
paid
go-to.
off.
Yeah.
oh man, you guys need a room? Do you two
Well,
need
no,
a
but
fucking
I
room?
mean, do you know some of the trivia about this particular
you guys
song?
are
How it was
jerking
recorded
yourselves
and
off
stuff?
to Boston over here.
I have a fuck ton of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured it out.
yeah.
How they
I have pictures that now people say, oh, you're going to have to delete those.
Oh shit!
Oh boy.
Wow. No, but the organ opening that you heard in there, that's a Hammond B organ, and Tom Schultz actually bought one and got it to where he was recording, and the organ was so large they actually had to knock a wall out of the studio to get the damn thing in, and they didn't tell the people that owned the studio that they knocked a wall out. They did it at
Must
night.
be nice to be that big of a rock star to be like, yeah,
Well,
by
the
the way,
stu-
I'm gonna
the
take
studio
this
was
wall out.
his.
Is that cool?
Yeah,
It was his basement, so.
yeah, but
Oh,
no,
well, who gave a fuck then? Yeah.
he didn't tell his wife at the time. Which I mean, he knocked the wall out in one night.
It's like what Mike did. Mike knocked a wall down in here and put these curtains up for us to have this studio. I want you to
well,
know
you
that.
know, I mean, as studios go, guys, not gonna
to put up a curtain.
Yeah.
not gonna lie, as studios go, this is a quite nice setup.
This is
It
not
really
bad.
is.
You got a control room. You got a guy behind multiple panels and
Yeah,
boards. You got some
huge dick,
couches.
big Boston fan.
Now wait,
Yeah.
he broke things down a little bit because he used to have that giant post and it had all the monitors hanging from it, like it was like the
The
Eiffel.
man is
I am-
expanding
it
his
was like the
production
Eiffel
wings.
Tower.
I'm hurt. I am actually a monitor short on this desk, and it's killing
We'll
me.
get you another
I don't
monitor.
think you're short.
We'll get you another monitor. Mike.
I'm excited for the Michael Crane podcast network which you two ass monkeys will be part of.
That's right.
I got to stop bringing me ideas, I guess.
I like that we're ass monkeys.
Ass
The
monkeys is a great
the
term.
I like ass monkeys.
MCPN. There you go.
I'm
That's
honored with that.
The Wishing
label.
Well Network.
Yeah.
wait, what?
Keep sucking Dave's dick, Mike. See how many new microphones and fucking headphones you get. See how far that gets you.
Yeah. Who bought the last microphone?
Keep sucking it, Boston. You're a Chicago fan now. You got that?
Yes,
so
I am.
Well, he's gonna so Mike's gonna kill himself twice over.
Could. I don't know.
No, he's not going anywhere.
I'm having a great time, by the way.
I'm just saying.
Oh, there's a,
Chicago,
really
lot
having
of-
a
there's
great
a
time.
I think
I'm not
lot.
lying at all.
There is a lot of razzle dazzle.
I'm not lying
on.
at all. I love what's happening.
This is a
Look,
lot.
I
There's a
do
lot of
believe-
friction going on.
Yeah.
here.
I do believe if memory serves me right, I think Chicago holds the record for most members died by suicide.
That's great. Also, the most brass in any band.
Yes.
Probably because they're all trumpet
And this
players.
is the 50th anniversary.
It's like, hey, by the way, nobody gives a shit about trumpet players. So, like, half of them killed themselves.
Well, hey, trivia question: what was Chicago's
You hear the
original name?
trumpets, don't you?
I do.
Chicago
I-
Transit Authority.
There we are, CTA.
Wait, Dave, did
first
you ever
album.
play the trumpet?
No, it did not, sir.
Did you ever play an instrument?
Yes.
What
Oh,
did you
several.
play?
I played alto saxophone.
All right.
And what did you play? You played a sax? Did you play alto sax?
I played 3 different saxophones.
You guys
saxophones.
You guys could definitely.
so what did you-
You guys could definitely sax together.
What saxes did you play? Sir?
alto, bari, and tenor.
Ooh, never got into the baritone or tenor.
Oh.
What are you doing the second week in
Didn't-
June?
Did
what
not
do you need?
Did not go to the Kenny G route and did not do the.
Didn't go soprano.
No,
I
no,
wanted
fuck
to.
that.
I wanted to.
Kenny G is one of the great talents of our lifetime.
He really
You,
is.
sir, need to have yourself examined.
There's a really great
I know.
field party on.
But hold on, Dave. You played sax. You should hold some respect for him
Kenny G,
purely
yeah.
for his ability to
musical
play.
musical
What,
ability.
you can love Boston.
Yeah, if
I
anybody
can't
can blow
love
out the
Kenny
side of
G.
their
Hey,
mouth.
There you go.
musical ability, I have no issue with. As a person,
Right. Just
if
mean
he
as
was
a musician.
if he was to die in a fire, I feel bad for the fire. Just saying.
Would you piss?
Damn.
He would light up very quickly with that skullet.
Yeah, well,
That skullet would catch
that
fire
would be something.
immediately.
I've also at times over my life I played percussion instruments, 4 and 5 piece drum kit, 4-string and 5-string bass.
Well, we
a
just
little
happen
bit
to
of
have a
guitar.
drum kit behind these curtains.
I'm sure you
I
don't.
Tell him what he's won, Bob.
I'm sure you
It
don't.
would be
We're gonna have
upstairs,
Dave
but
get on
I
the kit.
wish.
Oh, you have a kit?
I wish.
Oh.
Are
Can we
you
practice
a
here?
stick
Hey,
man?
Ricky and I are starting a band. Can we practice here?
No.
Okay, I was just checking.
In the basement.
Right. Oh, you have
Yeah,
a
yeah,
basement?
yeah.
You have a basement?
No.
Jesus Christ.
Do you have a basement? What do you keep down there?
Oh my god.
Felt like concrete when you.
I don't
just
think he
hit
was on the
floor just
first
then.
episode with us.
Are you pouring more tequila?
What
Can
he
you put
keeps
some in
what
mine?
he keeps down there
Add some
are
lime
the
juice,
other
please?
are the other
Little. That's
podcast
over there.
projects he was a part of that have never done well. He
I'm
just
good.
keeps them in
Oh, you
the
should see
basement.
the equipment in the basement.
I'm
Oh.
sure it's scary.
That's your.
He's
that-
like the violent
that's your-
femmes.
that's
He
your
brings,
These are the newest headphones from that.
he
that's
brings
your
all
boneyard.
the
You have a-
equipment on
What are you
the
running
bus.
like? What do you got? Like a TAC2 reel down there?
Call it the boneyard.
Two of them, of course.
Oh, do they still work?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Oh
Call
my
that
God.
a boneyard.
Don't own them if they don't work.
Have you guys
Oh,
ever seen Sexy Sax Man on online? He's
No.
great.
boy. What is he? What?
He just plays the same George Michael song over and over again.
Yes, I did see that, and yeah,
I have not seen this.
you're not missing much, Eric.
Okay. It sounds like
But he
it's
li-
the same thing.
He'll
over and
like
over.
go to the mall and he wears like a fucking ridiculous outfit.
He plays the opening to Careless Whisper from
So-
Wham.
so-
not
stay-
George Michael. Wham. Thank
Yeah,
you.
all right. He'll stand on the tables of like the food court
Can
and
you get
fucking
anything?
rock it.
So
and
he's
the
the
security tries to kick him out and he just keeps playing.
so he's the Ross Geller of saxophone
It's
playing.
incredibly funny.
Okay.
It's
Sexy Sax Man.
Sexy
Look it up,
Sax Man.
listeners.
Yeah, just actually, you know what? Stop listening now.
Go to our website. and
Hashtag
check it
Sexy
out.
Sax Man.
Hashtag Stefan.
Oh.
Yeah.
You
Suck
said
that,
stop
Dave.
listening, bitch.
I like
So-
how I like
hit
how
you with a bitch.
I like how
it.
I like how Mike is really flexing his muscle.
He is.
Yeah, I
Mike's
like
fucking
it.
pulling his
He
dick out and
is.
putting it on the table. Like a baby holding an apple.
From here.
I think it's those headphones, man. They've got some sort of soul in them where
Big
it's
old
just
dick.
like
Big old dick. Mike the crane dick.
Swinging.
The whooping crane.
I got to see him.
Whooping ass.
I got to see him for the third time today. Back that big rig up, and it's
Really?
fucking impressive.
How well he handles it.
Oh yeah.
You've been running that rig for how long?
20. Yeah. Something
20
like that.
something years. Same truck?
No, that one's only a 2003.
All
I've
right.
been in that one 5.
5 years you've been in that truck.
But
That
you've been doing heavy rig for 20 years.
What kind of
Jesus.
horsepower you got in a tow
28.
truck?
470,
What kind of horse? What's under the hood in there?
475 horsepower.
475 V8, V12. What do you got?
Straight 6.
Straight 6, really?
Was it 12 liter?
More torque in a straight line.
No shit.
I
Oh,
like,
yeah.
dude. It's so
Wow.
cool. I'm into the big rig thing, and
Was
course
it
you are.
I'll be like
12-liter turbo
driving.
diesel?
I'll be driving, and
Single
I'll see one of those
turbo,
fucking Ted's
yeah.
trucks, and I'll be like,
I
"Ooh,
got
is that
that.
Mike? Is that
Yeah.
Mike?" And I'll drive up next to him. I'm like looking in the window, and I'm like, "Fuck, that's not Mike."
Yeah.
Well, was
And
it?
how do you tell?
Was it the last
Hair.
last episode?
If the driver has hair.
I know what you look.
Sadly,
Mike.
sadly, most of us are bald.
I
Thank
know
you.
it. I know what you look like. That's the giveaway.
Also, we work together, so that's how we tell. We know what you look like.
So
You've seen one bald guy.
I think
You've
it was
seen
the
them
last
all.
episode.
apparently.
I'm coming through White Marsh and I see that fucking truck and I'm just like I'm trying to get in that lane and I pull up next to it and it's fucking Mike and I'm like,
Oh, you got next to
"Yes!"
him?
And I call. I'm like, wait, he's not paying attention. So I call him real quick and
Yeah,
I go,
because no cars ever pull up beside me and sit in my blind spot ever.
Right. Of course not.
it blind spot is
Blind
in,
spot.
is in
You know,
being able
I
to
would've
look out
threw
of
it
his
in park,
window.
got
right?
out, and got up on it like it was speed.
So I pull up like 4 car lengths ahead of him and I call him like, hey man, can you just let me in front of you? He's like, where the fuck are you? And I'm like, I'm 4 cars ahead. I'm the black.
Yeah, well, try using a turn signal, asshole.
Right,
That's what
yeah.
everybody else
And
does.
that's what he said.
Follow the traffic pattern, dick.
He's like, put your turn signal on. I go, if I do that, they're not gonna let me in. So you have to let me in. Put on your turn signal.
Still
and I'll
won't let you in
in
without a turn signal.
Hey, Mike,
Put on your love light.
I have some old paintball grenades that still work. If you would like to keep them in
From
the rig, you're-
1999.
Yeah, they still work, sir. I'm just saying, the next time Eric needs to be let in, you can just kind of toss one out.
Oh,
and
that's
redo
right.
his
What were
car.
you driving, Eric?
The old Honda CRV.
Yeah,
That's a
quality product.
I threw him off because he was looking. He's like, "Where are you?" He's looking for the Highlander.
The Highlander.
The Highlander.
There can be only one.
Yeah, he was looking for the Connor McLeod.
Yes.
I was looking for that car with the rewind button
What?
on the radio.
Mike goes, you have to drive a little faster, maybe even get your quickening on.
Oh,
Highlander
Jesus.
jokes. We're doing Highlander jokes.
I don't know what we're doing now.
Ricky, are we boring you?
Ricky
He's
looks
being
like he's having a
entertained,
great time.
I was laughing.
Yeah.
No, okay. Just
Why would
making
you say
sure.
it to him as he's busting out
No,
laughing?
I just want to make sure he feels
Horrible
included.
timing.
He hasn't.
He's
like,
like-
Wait, am I supposed to be talking? I
You
thought
can-
you
you-
told me before I came on.
Yeah,
like,
he said
you
shut
do your
up. He
10
told you.
minutes, You do
No.
your 10 minutes, and then you just sit back and drink.
no, I told you
I'm
can.
kindly doing
Ricky
it.
had the most genuine smile. He was making eye contact, and Eric's like, "Are we boring you?" It just made 0 sense.
Yeah.
You went from like being a host to like a really bad stage manager in
Right.
public access. Like, are you okay? Do you need something? Do you need something?
Are we boring you? Why don't you pick your phone up and text some more?
No, I
We can-
wanted to make sure he
we can
knew
put you
he
in the
could,
green
he
room
could
if you
include
like.
himself.
All
You
right,
can
all
jump.
right.
You
No
can.
sense.
I'm,
you
ba-
can.
I'm
It
back,
had
Eric.
0
I'm back.
context. It made
Fuck,
no
I'm back.
sense.
If you
Hey,
want true
it
interaction,
was-
just ask somebody
Hey,
somebody
asshole.
that's watching it to pay attention.
Well,
Yeah.
there is someone that apparently I'm
Hey,
looking at the
asshole.
big screen.
I was
Whoever
trying to
Special
tell
K59 is, they said LOL.
Oh shit!
that you
Chime
could
in.
include
That's
your
look
voice.
that a live
Oh,
viewer.
thank you, Eric.
Live
we
viewer.
have a live. We have somebody.
shit,
Get our dicks out
guys.
for the
I
live
wonder
viewer.
who that could be.
Special K59. Is that somebody that you know?
Of course it is.
Uh-oh.
I was using that for different purposes, Stefan.
Well, some people like to mix it up.
Could you not?
So
Hey,
Stefan
I'm
just
sorry,
used
what?
There's
Eric's
a trash,
used tissue, by the
sir.
way.
Trash can hygiene.
That's
No, I don't-
disgusting.
I've never even seen one here. There's no trash can.
Use your
here.
breast pocket for that.
Use your
Guys,
breast pump.
Snot rag.
Guys, the listeners
I'm
have
gonna
no
use
idea
it
what's
again.
going
I'm
on.
gonna use it again. Don't
Yeah,
talk.
Stefan
I'm gonna
Stefan
use
just
it again.
blew his nose
That's because
in
he's jacked
my
up on
paper
coke.
towel.
Right, I'm just doing tons of blow.
As
on this
opposed to the
episode.
box of Kleenex that's sitting right
How
there.
was I supposed to know?
Because it's yellow. Isn't it pretty? And it flowers and everything.
Beautiful.
All right. All right, we're gonna get back on track here.
Get on
There was a
track,
track?
Eric.
Or we're going to take a break. I'm not sure which.
Yeah, how deep are we down the rabbit hole?
Well, hold on. We're gonna give a little taster, and then
Ooh.
we're gonna jump into the hot seat
We're a teasing.
Before or after the break?
after the break.
Oh,
There's a
after
break?
the break. We're taking a break. Yeah, there's a break.
But
Oh
we're
my
gonna.
God.
But we're gonna
So
give.
what you want is just
We're gonna give
There's
a little.
there's a musical interlude where there's a musical
Hey, what
interlude
the
where we
hell
play
was that?
where we play tons of
half
ball
the hot
stuff.
seat.
No, we're gonna broach the topic, the subject
There's a
matter,
broaching.
Let's broach.
I
just
like
to get,
brooches.
just
I like
to
a good
get,
brooch.
just to get
You know, I'm
everybody.
a fan
Like
of
a beetle,
brooches.
like a beetle brooch.
I prefer the brooch from Titanic, actually.
Sure. Oh, beautiful brooch.
You know, the
Yeah.
heart of the
The
ocean.
heart of the ocean.
The imaginary brooch that
Yeah.
people said exists.
Do you know that there's a fan theory that Jack never existed, that he was a figure?
Yes,
of
behind every
imagination?
great man, there's a woman rolling her eyes, folks.
There we go, too. But did you know that it actually takes longer to watch the film Titanic than it was for the boat to sink?
Is that right?
Yes.
Really?
That's good.
Yeah.
But also, again, listen to this. Fan theory
Fan theory.
But
Yes,
you
go
can
ahead.
sleep through the movie.
that Leonardo DiCaprio's character Jack
Which was a
was-
fictional character. Yes,
was
sir.
a in the movie.
Right.
Let's play the what's the other the Shutter Island game here.
Oh, okay.
That he's a fictional character
Way to
and that
confuse
he is
two
a
films together.
manifestation for Rose to cope with everything that's going on around her.
As someone that is suffering from mental illness, I take offense at your humor.
It's not humor. It's a fan theory.
I believe that is your fan theory, sir.
No, I've read this.
I am now offended.
I suffer
Good.
from mental illness.
I am.
Good job,
I take
Stefan.
Lexapro.
Well, I get we.
Well, you're
I
not
guess
on
we've cut the
Lexapro.
show short.
You're not taking enough of it.
I'm on Lexapro, Dave. Welcome to my high anxiety world. I'm on Lexapro.
Our new sponsor.
Lexapro.
Stefan
Smith
just
Klein
said it 4 or
Glaxo,
5
welcome.
times.
I'm on Lexapro.
So when we come back to the hot seat,
So here's this is called your stinger or tease in the business.
yes, sure.
Good luck
Okay.
with that.
When we come back, we're going to talk about fan theories
these
as it
pros.
relates to Titanic.
Jesus.
That's not what we're going to talk about.
How the fuck do you keep up with him? Seriously.
I fell asleep for
I
at
drank.
least 10 minutes. Yeah,
All
we're all
right.
drinking. Yeah.
Okay, so we got one drinking, one abstains. Eric, your answer is?
I like lamp.
There we go.
I love desk.
All right. So you're the hot seat topic.
So we have a long past.
We have a pass.
So Uncle Dave's comedy, big timing comedy,
Yes.
and we're gonna dig into that. We're gonna get into the mud.
Ooh. The nuts, the bolts, the
Yes,
behind the scenes.
we're gonna get into
Mud.
it. Sorry, I'm not trying to be rude.
No.
My
Deep in
microphone
that
is in the eye contact.
Well, you're never, sir. You are far from rude.
But we're gonna.
Now he's taking the mic.
take it.
So now I can't talk.
That's okay. Well, the show
This is
show
why-
must go on.
This is why the Michael Crane Podcast
you-
Network
you-
is a vaunted
can lean
bronze
into
medal
it.
winner.
Oh, I lean into it all the
Lean
time.
into something.
That's what she
So
said.
are we throwing a full song into this going on right now, or is this just a quick hop, skip, bathroom change around?
Bathroom
Well,
change.
I've talked to Mike. He usually plays like 5-10 minutes of music. I'm
Okay.
under the theory that he could just cut it to like 10 seconds, but he likes to
But
keep
I
the
edit
music in there.
down.
No, you
So
don't.
we can
Hey,
can
some,
break.
No, you
some
don't.
podcasts
No, you
edit,
don't.
sir.
We're gonna-
Some podcasts edit. My podcast, the podcast that I'm a part of, we don't edit because I can't afford the engineer to edit.
Right.
Because he told me how much editing was, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. We just do one take and see what happens.
Mike, let's talk about it on air. I've had a couple listeners that ask, could we just trim the musical
He
interludes
is.
Jesus
down?
Christ.
Apparently, they didn't listen to the last one.
He is.
I
He's
didn't-
doing it.
You did it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
May
Thank
I
you very
ask-
much.
Wonderful.
I talk. Mike and I talk. We talk on a pretty much a
Anything-
daily basis.
Hey, I
Anything-
like
any-
to air
As opposed to the guy who like just comes up here and talks.
I like to air our dirty laundry with the listeners. I like to include them. That's what I like to do.
Okay.
This has been the most controversial
This
episode.
is this.
Anyway,
has
Dave
been.
had something to say. Shut up,
I
one.
was gonna, if you're going, if you're going,
And you're off.
If you're going to break anything from the Tombstone soundtrack, would be a pleasant
Well, the problem with that is we have if we're playing stuff
Yeah.
through
copyright.
He doesn't
Yeah,
want
there's
license
that.
fees. Nobody, yeah, but Van Halen's
So I have
not looking at
YouTube
that.
here, and they have stuff I can play.
Anything from the Van Halen category?
Yeah, no, I don't think anything.
Mean
no.
Street, play
But
Mean
we can
Street.
we can play that in the background and crop it out, can we not?
Well,
No.
if Van,
You
if,
live to crop, sir.
if Van Halen sued us, it would be the best day ever for this podcast.
Well, it depends on which members of Van Halen
Right.
sue you.
If it's Diamond Dave, we're fucked. But if Eddie's
no,
coming
if it's
around-
Dave, it'll be awesome. If it's Eddie or Alex,
Zippity-bop!
if it's Eddie or Alex, you two will be.
Dave
you
just
know.
wants to come on the show.
He's like, "Hey guys, I have a new project." It's like,
And
no,
I
you
would
don't.
I would totally not be behind that.
Yeah.
You have an issue with David Lee Roth?
You're a Sammy guy?
Yeah, I'm a Van Hagar.
You are.
What?
All right, that's okay.
Shots fired.
I wouldn't say
like it.
shots. Look, there are some good songs in the Van Hagar years, but
Why?
All of them.
This be love.
I wouldn't say all of them, sir.
Well, let's see. Who put them on the charts? Thank you.
Eddie.
Next question.
Eddie.
No.
Eddie did.
No. No.
Well, 1984 was their
I
most
love it.
successful.
I love
Jump.
it. I love when Mike
Jump.
gets so
I
smug.
recall Jump being a big song.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah, not in Billboard.
Mean Street? Come on. There's
I got
songs.
Mean Street, and I'm fine with that.
Can we play that?
Are we
No,
really fucking
play it.
debating this? Because the listeners
Play-
aren't going
hey,
to hear any of this.
Play Mean Street, and I'll take the heat from Van Halen when they come after us, okay?
Jesus Christ.
I
Yeah.
wore,
You know what?
I wore
How about
sport
this?
coat here.
I'll tell you what. You pay my cable bill, where my IP address comes from, and then we'll talk.
How much is your cable bill?
Let's see. 300 pending. Just paid $5.
Wait, you pay $300 a month for your fucking cable?
Apparently, I'm not sure. I
What
gotta
the fuck?
do
How
some
much
research.
bandwidth are you
Hey, yeah.
sucking up here at Cap?
What? One.
Lot of data.
Hey, you know what? One, I'm going to renegotiate
Hey,
your
hey,
cable bill. Two, I'll
VR
pay it.
VR porn is expensive, okay?
That's
Jesus,
not on.
Mike.
That's a mobile network.
I don't have that. He's the one with the VR
I have
headset.
the VR port. And
Yeah,
it's on
that
a-
You
we
have
know
VR
of.
And he has
porn?
not left it here
Yeah.
with me.
I got a headset.
He did take it home with him, didn't he?
Yeah, we had Pete Bergen on to talk
I'm just
about it. I
scared
should've
that
brought
after
it
the
this
break,
time.
I'm not going to
Sorry.
get these fucking cherry headphones back. That's
You're
Oh,
all.
well,
not.
see, I know,
You don't deserve
I
it.
know where the loose spot is, so I'm good.
Okay, awesome.
You don't deserve
All right.
those
All
headphones.
right then.
We're
Well,
gonna
let's,
we're
when
gonna
the-
take a break and
But
we'll be
those
right
are
back.
mine when the cost is getting.
You know why not? Why not
What's
have?
oh yeah, absolutely. I'll give
why
him
not
back
have
then.
this young gentleman
Yeah,
here
let's
who
have
whose
Ricky
name,
use the
yeah.
new headphones.
Rick, no. Ricky gets to call the song. How about that?
I've already
What
picked
song are
this
we
Do I
going to
have
hear
a
on the
choice?
break?
Sorry, I already picked
Do
this
Mean
one.
Street.
Do I have a
Van Halen.
choice?
Yeah.
Ricky, don't lose my number.
Ricky, don't use that. Lose that number,
Van Halen,
which
Mean Street.
is
Sam Stone.
Boston.
no.
Ricky, don't lose my number is
Mean Street, Van Halen.
It's the jazz, the modern jazz band.
Steely Dan.
Steely Dan. There you
Thank
go.
you.
Yeah, go
Ooh,
for
little
it.
something
Yeah,
from
because
the
they're
Steelers.
not
But
gonna
they're
sue.
not going to sue you either, so don't
Yeah,
worry.
Donald
They're all
Fig-
dead. They're all dead.
They all
Oh,
have-
they are very much alive, sir.
And they're playing. very well.
And they
But
Donald
Steely Dan's dead, right? It's like Hootie. Hootie.
Anybody want to explain to the rookie
Hootie?
what Steely Dan is?
I know. It's like Hootie and the Blowfish. I'm making a joke.
And how many members of Hootie and the Blowfish are from
Jesus
Maryland?
Christ, this is the longest
hold on a second.
like, precursor to a break I've ever
Hold on
seen
a second.
in my
One more
life.
time. Does
Go ahead.
anyone want to explain to the rookie what Steely Dan is?
I would, but I can't.
No
I
one
don't
knows
know.
but you.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
might
think
as
I
well.
know either.
Apparently,
You
well, Dave should
smug
know. He's
son of a
almost
bitch.
as old as I am.
Come on,
I'm
tell
probably
us.
older.
No.
I-
It is an archaic dildo. Thank you.
Ooh.
Got him.
That's a
Play
good
it.
one.
Ooh.
And Steely Dan it is.
I'm getting
All
the vibe.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Everyone talking over.
How the fuck did that get in there?
It's a companion to an 80-year-old woman recuperating from surgery.
Yes!
See how long I looked for that?
Yes! The Michael Crane Podcast Network. Oh my God.
While the music played, you walked by candlelight. Those San Francisco nights were the best in town.
Sunnyside Beats.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
Oh shit,
We're back.
are we back?
We're hot.
I didn't even have my microphones on. And by my microphones, I mean my headphones.
Your microphone is on.
Where did
all
it
right.
go, George?
We're gonna jump right into the hot seat.
Oh,
with
No, we're
Paco
not.
and Balls.
We're going to jump into this bucket of chocolate that's left over from the last episode.
I ate so much of that. I
That
was
sounds
just-
kinky. That sounds kinky. I'm not gonna lie.
I was just sticking my fingers in that
a
last
lot
time.
of dudes in here tonight. So
Gonna stick it in the hot tub.
Yeah, I was dipping the strawberries in it, but I was being so excessive with my dips. I had so much
can I ask,
chocolate.
what is-
on it.
I'm sure he double dipped too.
What is
No
the
one-
issue with said bowl of chocolate?
Mike, we had females on the show. We had a
Her
female,
name?
Meredith Marks.
Miss Meredith Marks
From 105,
100.7
the
The
Bay.
Bay.
Did you getting celebrity
Yeah,
guests and people
yeah.
in the industry?
You're welcome.
And we were like, hey, Mike, would you mind grabbing some snacks for us? For us and the guests?
To see if I ever buy a platter.
Hold on.
yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
And he-
whoa, whoa, whoa.
wait,
Stop,
Dave.
stop, stop, stop,
Go
stop,
ahead,
stop,
go ahead,
stop.
go ahead.
I got to ask something here. As a fellow podcaster, so you asked your engineer producer to pick up some snacks.
We discussed internally
For-
that
for
we were
a
gonna,
guest.
Hold
that
on,
we were
hold on.
gonna
Time
do
out,
that.
time out,
That is
time out.
incorrect.
It was supposed to be a cheese platter.
We asked, yeah, because it got referenced on
Exactly,
the previous
see?
episode.
Because she referenced the cheese platter.
And most
Right.
guests would
Oh.
appreciate a cheese
so
platter,
wait,
right?
but so instead,
Judging by the sound in your
I will
voice.
tell you right now,
But
if there
then-
was a cheese platter in my eyesight, I would not be pleased.
really?
Not be pleased.
No, it
This
would
guest
bind me
wanted
up.
one. Wait, but instead of getting a cheese platter, Mike got a vegetable platter that no one touched.
I ate the
wait,
shit
I
out
ate the shit out of it.
After
all right,
the-
after you guys were drunk.
Well, hold on, hold
All
on.
right,
There's
wait,
nothing
for
wrong with a
the-
vegetable
none of-
platter.
No, there's nothing wrong with it. It wasn't requested, and he got strawberries. He got strawberries.
Hold
with
on. Wait a
cho-
minute.
Wait,
Wait,
no.
hold on. The lady said to me,
Yes.
I'll eat anything.
Ooh.
And I said, what about strawberries and chocolate? So I got fruit and vegetables and extra fruit and a tub of chocolate. Yeah, you can talk now.
So he gets fucking strawberries.
So you cater this
dip
thing
in
like it's
chocolate.
like it's a Ruth Chris steakhouse.
I'm not saying I have the hots for Meredith.
He got it like it was a
but-
Mickey. He got it like it was a Mickey Rourke movie from the 80s. Like he got fucking strawberries
Nope.
and chocolate.
Nope, because there was
Here's
no
your red
champagne,
peppers.
and I forgot I had whipped cream.
Dave, if I'm like, hey, I'll eat anything. Would
Wait,
you
wait,
mind
wait.
picking up some snacks
wait,
for
hold
us? Are you getting strawberries and
Hold
chocolate?
on, time out. After everybody left, I'm in the back cleaning up, and he starts screaming from the other end of the house, and I'm like, what? I'm thinking something really bad happened. And
It
he
was
runs
really
in,
bad.
and he's like, I had a whole can of whipped cream and didn't even know it.
He just wanted to make it a little more sexual.
Yeah.
Just a tad more sexual.
I mean, I'd have been down.
I'm sorry.
I'd
I'm
been
attracted to the woman,
I get
okay.
it. Me,
You know.
I probably would have gotten maybe
and I'm
like,
circumcised.
like a bag of Cheetos and like some hummus and pita bread. That's maybe what I would have gone with.
I
you,
would have gone with some Doritos and maybe some gummy bears.
right, something.
You'd have never
yeah,
got-
not chocolate and dipping sauce and fucking strawberry.
We all enjoyed the chocolate.
What
though.
woman doesn't enjoy chocolate?
It was so good, but it
There are
was
some
so
women that
overtly
are
sexual.
lactose intolerant and they cannot have it.
It was just very overtly
Well, that wasn't
sexual.
an issue with her.
Well, I guess the boyfriend then became the issue.
Dave, we would have brought almond milk cheese
doesn't
on just for you.
I just think it was very overtly sexual.
Wait,
that's all.
are
I'm saying.
strawberries
That's
and
all
chocolate
I'm saying.
Overtly?
What?
Are
Dude,
strawberries
really?
and chocolate offered right now?
Chocolate is.
I got no
Just
We're out of
strawberries.
strawberries.
You can
We
dip
just
a
have
nut.
the-
You
yeah.
can dip a
They made a whole
knuckle.
You
presentation.
can dip my vape in there and just get out.
Ricky's like, wait. There's,
Wait, I missed
there's,
everything.
There's strawberries and dipping.
Maybe put your headphones a little earlier next time.
See, you roped him in real fast.
Yeehaw, cowboy.
Who knows?
Well, we know what Ricky's what his kryptonite
I have-
is.
It's an
I have
aphrodisiac.
chocolate and I have whipped cream still.
Let's turn up the heat. Let's turn up the heat, Eric.
It is
All
a
right.
little
Go
cold
with the
here.
fire.
Are we ready for the hot seat?
Let's turn up the
what's a
bucket
hot
heat.
seat?
Okay.
What's a hot seat?
You have a. That is some really low audio.
Yeah, why did it sound so bizarre?
Yeah,
on a
it
second,
did
let me
sound.
check that
I
out.
thought it was the headphones.
Yeah, it
Hold
was
on.
more.
Let's check.
and-
Hold
Hold
a
on.
lot of
Wait a minute.
keyboard.
What did you want to
yeah,
hear?
isolated the.
The hot seat
There we go.
sounds better.
That's better.
All right, that
My,
was
there was-
my plug is too big.
much better.
That's what he said.
Blame it on the air traffic control headphones.
All right.
Okay.
What?
So,
Mhm.
so Dave, I think it's
Yes.
pretty self-explanatory. Put our guests in the hot seat. and it's
Well,
Paco and Balls.
Yet
hot
nobody
seat.
can see him.
Well, I like to be anonymous, sir. I've
so
done so well doing that.
so what
Hmm?
we have okay. So just to give to platform it out for our listeners. So we go way back.
All 1,000.
We go
all 2,000.
way back,
More
back
downloads.
into time. Sorry, that was Blackstreet.
Whoa.
On the night that I go back.
Back into time.
Yeah. What? That was my Marty McFly.
Oh,
Yeah.
I wasn't.
Wow, I'm
catching
glad he explained that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me pull
So-
up the
so hold
DeLorean
on.
soundtrack.
So
I don't know
okay.
what impression that is.
Yeah, I don't either.
But
It's as good as is Alan Rickman.
Hey, wait. Let me do a quick Alan Rickman and Marty McFly if
go
I
ahead.
could.
Please stop all fucking internet
Right.
traffic for this one.
Okay, here we go. Here's Alan Rickman talking to Marty McFly. Here we go. What are you doing? I gotta get back to 1985. I don't know what you're talking, Mr. Potter. And that's it.
What
And
in
that's
the
it.
fuck?
You know,
And scene.
Eric, if you had told me you wanted an impressionist, I would have called him Mara.
I know.
And
Good
scene.
Lord.
We missed the Yankee Cowboy. He cut your mic on that part.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
I
you
did.
didn't notice.
He didn't notice.
I didn't. I just get it. I
He
just go for
totally
it.
didn't notice.
Here's this the Yankee Cowboy.
Hold on. Let me see if I can get him to talk louder.
Do it.
How is this? Is this better? We need a loud drunk crowd now to talk to you?
Do it. Do it.
Where's
This son of a
I'm
bitch.
turning.
This son of a bitch. You put me out of the field.
I
with
love
a
it.
live mic.
I love it.
All right,
I love
well,
it.
I can get him quiet down too. I can turn this.
I don't like how much he's flexing his muscles
It's
tonight.
funny. It's really he's
I don't
really
like it.
getting into it. I like
don't
it.
like
He
it.
likes
I
his
like it.
position from the power of.
He does.
I don't
He's-
like it.
He's usually very, very mellow, very behind the
I
scenes.
used to
You know-
be passive, then I met these guys.
Wait,
Well, he used to hide. I'm telling you, I think him with that giant wooden post with the I think
Yeah,
now that he's
maybe.
out in the
He stepped
open,
out.
he's out from behind the curtain.
So you're
I
saying
can always see you.
Here I am
Well,
pouring
yeah.
my heart out, giving a really good. You're a son of a bitch. I'll tell you.
Captain Mike technique over
Oh,
there.
fucking! This is ridiculous. This is an outrage.
Oh, this is awesome.
What are you going to write to
This
practice?
is
What are you going to write to your
fucking
standards
awesome.
and practices department?
Oh man,
You're going to contact
yeah,
human
you're
resources.
gonna go to HR.
You guys are fake news. You're all fucking fake news.
I am proud to be in that label, sir.
Yeah,
man.
fake news.
I'm just
all
glad.
of you.
I'm just glad it's not.
You're
me,
out to get me.
Me
you
taking
fake
a
news
beating tonight.
bastards.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't your turn, pal.
All right, take a breath. Okay, so all right, Dave. So we go back.
Yes.
What was it? Roughly 5-ish years ago when I reached out to you to try and get Stefan on one of the shows.
Oh, Jesus.
This is I'm talking tippy top, beginning of time with our relationship, if you will, like that.
That was probably.
It was 4 or 5 years ago.
It was probably year 2, year 3 of when I was running Uncle Dave Comedy, and you know what? And to be honest with you, I don't recall the actual email itself because there have been prior to your email coming to my attention, there were other people that would do what you did, saying I represent so and so or I know so and so. And my standard response was, that's great. I don't deal with agents. I don't deal with representation. If it's a real comic that has, legit credits, whatever, I'm not the person for you.
Mhm.
I run bar shows. If it is the comic, have them contact me. I'll tell them what's going on, go from there. That may sound familiar to you. I don't recall the exact email, but I know it was year 2, year 3, something like that.
It was the what was that tavern? Red House Tavern.
Red
there?
House Tavern, yeah.
Red
Yeah,
House
yeah.
Tavern. I remember that. That was
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
And no, I'd reached out to you, and I did not label myself as an agent or representation.
But it was something along
But it
those
was
lines.
along the
I
lines
think.
of
Yeah.
I'm working with this person that I'm trying to get on the microphone,
and I probably was less than kind about the reply.
You were
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
good description.
Yeah.
With that said,
Mm-hmm.
you do recall that interaction, though, yes?
Yeah, not that particular interaction.
But you remember our initial
the initial before meeting you in person. Yeah, I do. I wouldn't say I recall the specific email, but I probably was less than kind in its reply. And it wasn't just you; it was anyone that approached me and said, "I know somebody," or "I
Right.
represent." Whatever.
Correct. Yeah,
it was
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. And at the time, I was friendly with another room producer, and we would share
T.
stories.
Brad Hudson?
That was one of them.
Uh-huh.
And we would share stories from time to time, and we would be like, we would email each other or just talk to
Sure.
each other, going, can you believe some of these people
Of course.
think that they have this level? Now, what I did not know, and I learned after the fact, is not that it wasn't that Stefan isn't funny. Stefan's very funny. He's very talented, and he's a very good performer. It's that he has the absolute worst time management. Like, literally the worst time management. And had I been kinder or more clear in reading the email or remembering the actual email itself, I think what you were trying to say, you weren't trying to represent him and you weren't trying
Correct.
to present him. I think you were just trying to secure him a slot to perform, and then you were basically going to be in charge of making him show up.
Yeah.
Yes.
All true things.
Yeah, yeah.
Because he can't.
And
I'm
even
a
better,
retard.
and even better,
Sir, that's kind.
and even
You are.
I'm a retard.
But
You are kind.
here
in that
was
way.
here was the crux of the whole thing
The whole
was
crux. The whole crux.
is
Alan Rickman. That was
Stefan
Alan
and
Rickman.
I. It was Stefan and I both knew if we could get him on a microphone, he and I knew we had the backing of people that would come in
Yeah, you
and
guys-
watch.
Yeah, you guys know a lot of people, and
so
you've been
and that
very-
was
done
you
very
know,
well
and that
with
was the thing that I ran into with you was you were saying, well, I'll only book you 1 week or within a certain number of days before the actual event, and I was trying to get him lined up, a couple of weeks in advance.
The one thing
to
I've
get
never
that to
done
happen.
well, and so to answer that, the one thing I never did in running any comedy, open mic comedies, is I never accepted someone saying, "Hey, I ran it week to week." So everything was literally a 7-day advance notice. I do remember you saying, "Hey, can I do this week?" or "Hey, can I do 3 weeks out, 4 weeks out?" I never did that, and the reason, at least for me, never doing that, was because I had heard horror stories from other room runners, not just T-Brad, but from other people that I had made associations with, where they said, "Oh, this guy said he's going to come and bring X amount of people," and they would get to that
Absolutely.
date. The
You'd
room
book
would be
'em,
the
and
room
yeah,
would
nobody.
be-
yeah, yeah,
and then
absolutely.
2 people would show up,
Sure.
and there's a room of 60 seats. I've even had, without dropping, I've even had high-profile comics in the Maryland area where I've put paid money behind them, and they're like, "Dude, we'll sell out. Don't
We've done
worry
the
about
same.
it."
We've done the same.
Yeah.
And I've, literally the shows went off where it was the 3 comics and the cook and the bartender.
Right.
And I'm going,
What the fuck?
wow, this guy's got a following.
What a draw.
And they're like, "Well, where's my $1,000?" And I'm like, "Where are my fucking
Yeah,
paying
yeah,
customers?"
yeah.
Where do you think it is? It ain't here.
Yeah, so and sadly, I kind of got involved. It's the only time I ever did a door deal or a pay for play deal in producing shows was when I worked for a very less than reputable bar and a restaurant facility, bar facility in the
Just name it.
The in the Fells area.
Can you just name it?
No, in the Fed Hill area. I don't wish to name it because there's a lot of sketchy shit about them.
All right.
But what happened is, and like you guys, you produce your own shows.
Sure.
Yeah.
And you're taking what people don't understand about a big timing comedy show, or what I did for Uncle Dave Comedy. We're doing all of the risk
Absolutely.
from day one of the show.
Absolutely.
And you're guaranteed performers money.
Yeah.
You're telling
Sometimes you
them,
can,
this is what I'm gonna pay you.
depending on the, sometimes you can guarantee the performer. Sometimes you tell the performer, "Hey, this is our deal."
Right.
So I
generally what
hope
we're
that
doing,
I can do.
Yeah, generally what
Yeah.
we're doing, we're telling them, "Look, here's what we're gonna pay you," and then off of that, we know what we have to do to fucking make a profit.
It's on us.
Right. And look, and there have been times where it's worked out well. Certain shows work, but this one time with the door deal that I did with this one facility, I ran 6 shows there, and after show number 1, I lost my ass. And he's like, "Well, let's go for the rest." I'm like, "No, this is a bad idea."
Right.
So if you want to work at Sources,
That was our show.
bring your tab on your own.
Yeah.
No, it has nothing to do
Business
with. Look,
people.
I'm sorry.
rooms-
I don't run
yeah.
comedy shows.
No,
I was just
rooms
thinking
open,
bands.
rooms open, rooms close all the time. There are some rooms that have been really good for comedy. There's some rooms that the person running the comedy just brings the spirit out of it. There's some rooms that are great that need someone to run it, because being a room runner is a whole different level. It's,
It really is.
It's not fun. People think what I did was somehow just taking in these huge amounts of cash and putting out very little.
Right.
Oh, I lost money on almost every show.
Yeah.
And in fact, the first 3 years, excuse me, the first 3 years of running my running Uncle Dave Comedy, I actually broke even every year, so I didn't lose that much.
Right.
A learning experience.
Yeah, the last 2 years when venues stopped paying me, and I actually got part-time jobs that I didn't tell anybody about, so I could pay other comics, I could pay for production expenses. That's what was killing me, and I was like, okay, this is getting bad. With you guys were a bit of an anomaly because with Stefan's talent, there's no denying his talent. There's no denying what he can do on a stage. And as I was regaling before we cracked the mics open, there was a time where I drove him. We drove together because we live in the same county. Drove up. He was sick as a dog. He didn't feel well when I picked him up, and he was like, you know what? I'll be fine. It's a little bit of a cold. Literally in that 40-minute drive, he went from I'll be fine to, I might need to call a doctor. I think I might be dying. And I was like,
drop me off at ER.
Right. Yeah, pretty much.
Wait. Is that the ER visit?
No.
Trip.
That's a different trip.
Yeah.
A different trip.
I'll battle, boy.
Damn,
he was battling through. He started getting some of that heat sweats where you're just like, I'm cold, but I'm hot at the same time.
What was this?
This
probably up at Mickey's place.
No. This was a Kissling show.
Oh, Kissling's. This was Kissling's.
This was before you guys took a. This was just.
Yeah.
This was before it was with
I
Walker and everything.
For Walker a couple times.
Yeah, it was just a regular Kissling show before you got sponsors and everything.
Gotcha.
And I brought him up there, and he was like, "I'll host it." We had some sound issues getting the thing set up. I don't think you were there that night.
No, that was way before us. That was before we took it over.
Yeah,
okay.
and
she asked me to bring the audio equipment. Remember?
Yeah.
Jeremy Hall was on, so he's fixing the audio. I'm looking at the
Underwear
audio.
show, I think.
And he literally was in the corner like, okay, I'll bring you up, I'll host, I'll go to, and then someone recognized him. It was like, oh, we went to college together. And before he could say, I'm sick, I don't want to drink, there's shots being thrown down his throat, and he's just, all right, fine. We got him home, and he looked at me, and he was sick, and he's like, I'm not going to throw up in your car, but I'm probably going to throw up on my house.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, you know what? Drove home. He was beautiful, drunk, but funny, and sick. And as soon as he got out of the car, he looked at me, and he was like, throwing up on my house, and turned to where the bushes are, right there where the door is, and whoosh, let it fly.
Let it rip.
And I was
man
like,
of his word.
That's what I do. But I didn't throw up in Dave's car. Okay,
yeah.
I'm a man's man.
You kept your word on that one.
I did.
And there's the show title.
Yeah, something like that. But I know that you guys, you've had some rooms open, you've had some rooms closed. I know you had some rooms that were promised to you that never really came through. That's a whole different issue, which I'm probably sure we can't discuss because it may involve impugning some people's reputations. But overall, you guys were doing great. You have the stuff on the Eastern Shore, which was impressive because the Eastern Shore is such a weird market.
Yeah,
they don't trust anybody unless they're literally from the Eastern Shore, and
that's
even
Eric's
then,
move. Yeah.
So what you've been doing over there? I know I went down one time to the brewery.
Yeah.
Saw a show there. Yeah. Very well done. I know you have another room now.
2 rooms.
Well,
2 or 3 now.
Is Roadie Joe still happening?
Roadie Joe's, that'll
Okay,
be. When's
yeah,
that
Roadie
back?
Joe's.
When's that back for
September 16th.
September, we're back in Roadie Joe's.
See, I got a date,
September.
September 16th. Hear that, Ricky?
Oh,
suck that, Yeagley. Suck that, Yeagley. We got a date.
Now I'm bored, Eric. Thank you.
And we've got,
and he's bored.
Now we've got a same.
So
let's move the hot seat.
Roadies, you have RAR, and then there's a third room.
We've got we did Rock Lobster, which is the same
owner,
and we're doing his other restaurant, Stoked, on June 3rd.
Okay,
so that's down the street from Rock
Lobster. So is that 4 rooms you guys have on the Eastern Shore?
Technically,
not bad. But I mean, overall, I don't think we had a contentious relationship.
No.
It was just interesting. I mean, I got so burned out the last 2 years.
Well, here's and it's funny because things have taken such a full circle,
a weird turn.
Yeah,
and if somebody had come to me with the same attitude that I had, now that I look at it, if I look at it through a different
You'd say,
lens,
see you later.
I'd be like, who the fuck do you think you are?
Right.
But hopefully we proved ourselves. No,
I mean you've done well, and look, I'm sure between what you and Stefan or Eric and what you guys talked about between yourselves, some of the rooms you knew you were biting off a lot.
Yeah.
Other rooms you were like, this will be no problem, and then like, oh, we're not doing comedy, like, but we had this booked out. What's going on?
Yeah.
I don't know what happened with Source. I know
Right.
for a while it was fun.
Yeah.
But the couple of times that I was there, you guys did not look happy.
Right.
Yeah.
You
The
guys-
ownership.
Miserable.
It was the ownership.
The ownership was
You-
not supportive
Dave,
of what we were
Dave,
doing.
I'd bring so the last.
No, they're just cheap.
Here's what ended Sources. I'll tell you exactly what ended
I'm
Sources.
sorry. Did I say
So
that out loud?
we were packing the place for a lot.
Sources was
Sorry,
like a
Russ.
bad
Yeah.
relationship.
and I used to work there, so I was like, look, I'd love to.
Yeah, because I
Right.
saw, and for those that are listening, Source up in Towson, when you first said, hey, we're going to do a comedy in Towson, I
Right.
think I was one of the first people to reach out to you guys going, good luck.
Right.
Comedy's never worked in
Yeah.
Towson. Because for whatever reasons, people in Towson are like, oh, we need comedy. Oh, we need comedy. You going to support it? Fuck you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
It's all on you.
But
It's all
you
on you.
guys
Well, that's
figured out-
because college kids think they're funny on their own.
because
so-
college kids need to go back to their mother and father
Right.
and be killed.
Well, you're absolutely right. And so here's what we did. So, but again, I used to work there. I was like, look, I know a lot of people in this town. I'd like to come back to home base. We could probably do it in any fucking bar here in Towson, but I'd love to do it here because I love you
And
guys.
I did remember seeing the first couple months, I think the first year Source, seeing the pictures you guys put up.
Right.
You
Packed.
probably 40, 50, sometimes
Right.
100 people
Yeah,
in there.
exactly.
And comics were dying to work that room.
Yeah.
You had a wait. I remember Eric reached out to me and he was like, "What do you do about waiting lists?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "I got a list of about like 60 people who are
Just
trying
wanna
to
do
cycle-
this room,
They want
right.
to do the room. What do you do?" And I'm like, "You limit the.
Yeah.
My advice to you was something along the lines of, figure out who's going to work best in the crowd." Figure out who deserves to be there, and if it's someone that is legit, like if a Jim Meyer walked in, if
Right.
a Jay Zek walked in, if a Sonny Fuller walked in,
Sure.
you say,
Sonny
hey,
crushed that room,
Yeah,
by the
you
way.
give
Yeah.
him 5 minutes,
Yeah,
give
he
him 6
did.
minutes, whatever, but you don't bump your lineup. You just extend the show.
Right.
And it seemed everything was great. And then
Yeah.
you invited me up one time. I went there, and I'm going, where is everybody?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
And I
what
think
the
that was
fuck
the show with
happened?
Nazer and those guys. So that was the night, maybe. Actually, I don't know. I can't.
They
so
all
look,
run together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there was a night, right, where again we were packing the place.
And believe
was
it or
going
not,
good,
alcohol did not play a role.
but it did.
So
They weren't sure if they wanted to keep doing it. We had our show over at the record, the old record. That's
yeah,
now
you were running
Torrent Lounge.
Torrent Lounge. Yeah, we did that
right.
show.
And I remember the first Torrent show was
Right.
well done.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
it was
sure.
well received. There was
We got
cool
fucked
people.
on that too, by
Well,
the
so
way.
we walked over.
There's a shock.
We walked over.
Not
they
by
saw,
the venue.
They saw how packed
Yeah,
it was.
I was at the second show.
Yeah, yeah.
I never, you know what? Eric and Stefan and we're not all really good close friends, but I have never seen you that mad.
Yeah.
And I don't know you that well, but like Stefan was just hanging out with Jeremy and Missy and everything else, and I just remember that you look like you wanted to kill.
Yeah.
Like you just were like, the look you had the stone cold stare. You were just in that 1,000-yard like, I cannot believe this is happening. This shouldn't be happening. Everyone was being very kind. You're like, hey, we understand these things happen, and you're like, no, there's a story behind this, and I'm keeping my mouth shut. But no one talked to me. No one. And then I remember someone approached you, and you just turned around. You're a tall guy. You're not a big guy, but you're a tall guy. And I remember you turned around and you looked at the person that you didn't want to talk to, and there was a very uncomfortable silence. And then he just walked over and goes, what's up with him? And I'm just like, you see the size of this place.
Yeah.
Like, you've just, everything that he had invested into this particular show to go to show number 3, you fucked him. Like,
Yeah.
there's no two ways. There's no simple way to say this. I couldn't say that to him, but I just saw you were just staring at it the whole time. He was on his phone. He was like, oh, where's our people? What's going on here? The show went off, and I just knew you probably, that was probably one of those shows where whatever money you had saved up under the big timing name, it was gone.
Yeah.
There was no, that was like, great, we're back to square one again.
Thus was the end of Torrent Lounge.
Is Torrent still around?
Yeah, they're still there.
I
They
think
do like
so, but-
DJs and
Well, they were running through
they bring DJs
venue
in.
managers and
But kids these days, like, they don't like live bands. They like fucking DJs.
DJs.
They bring
Oh, yeah.
DJs that tour that just fucking spin
please.
records.
God
Not
damn,
even
that
really like
space was
fucking
amazing,
spin. They
too.
just play music and people fucking go nuts for it. Or
that
kids.
space
I don't
was so amazing too.
It was a great.
God
it was a great
damn.
space, and you guys handled it well. And I remember. So going back, so the night at Source, you said at
Right,
Source.
right.
Was there a specific incident at
Yeah,
Source?
so that's what I was getting to. So there was a night. So I walked over from the Torrent. And they were like, "We're not sure if we want to do it anymore." They were a little uncomfortable with the content, whatever.
Now, were they
just bringing-
upset with you doing bigger shows over at Torrent?
I feel like I got that impression because I was like, all right, well, you guys are gonna be wishy washy. I'll just go across the street.
Yeah.
I told you this. And then I come back over that night, and they're like, "Oh no, we want you back.
we
definitely
want you back. We want you back."
So they're like, "We want you in 2 weeks." I was like, "Oh, all right." So we tried to put a show together in 2 weeks. It was in August, and it's just that you can't.
Yeah,
it's
comedy
hard.
in August doesn't work.
Well, but you
Let
got
alone
to
2 weeks worth.
You got to promote it. You got to let people know, and you got to book the comics. So I wasn't able to promote it the way I wanted to. We probably only had 5 or 6 people show up, and I said, the guy comes up to me, he goes, "What are we gonna do here?" The owner, and I go, "Look, Gordon, I'll name him." I said, "Look, Gordon."
Oh.
I said, "Look, I just need to break even. I just need to pay these comics. I'm not going to try to gouge you. If you're not making money, I'm not making money. How's that?" He goes, "Okay, cool." And it was like, I don't know.
After we
$200
had we had an agreement on a set
he
amount.
basically broke the agreement. They were paying us
Written
$400
or
bucks.
oral?
It was oral.
Oral,
Okay.
but it was like, this for the next 6
So
months. I'm gonna
apparently
pay
not
you,
well.
I'm gonna pay you $400 a
Hey!
show, because what we were doing before, we were charging cover, right?
But there was a
Thank you, Mike.
conflicting
Right,
ideology
so-
with that
so we
too,
told him
so.
instead-
You got
why
to be careful with cover because
Right.
I learned the hard way that shows that are charged cover in certain counties they have to be taxed.
It wasn't.
It wasn't about that. It was the fact that they.
It was.
they're-
It was. Look, why don't you keep the cover, and you just pay me $400 for the comedy show? And they were like, okay. So we were owed $400. So I halved it and said, look, I just need to break even, pay the comics, whatever. So that goes down. I said, look, if you want us back next month, let's promote this fully. All right, I'll get you. Because he was like, you didn't give me the flyers, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. I was like, cool. So I show up 3 weeks ahead of the next show. Here's the flyers. Here's everything. I show up 2 days before to have lunch there or something. None of the flyers are up. He's sitting out front smoking a fucking cigar, whatever. Okay, so we get to the show. I have 15, 16, 17 people show up. He pulls me outside. I'm hosting it. It's in between the feature and the headliner.
I wasn't there for some reason.
He pulls me outside and he goes, what are we going to do? I go, what do you mean what are we going to do? There's 17 more fucking people in there than would have been here on any given night that you have. And he's like, well, what are we going to do? I'm like, look, Gordon, I can't talk about this right now. Like, I'm in the middle of this fucking show. I'm hosting it. If you whatever you want, right? So we go back inside. We finish the show. Bottom line, he tried to nickel and dime us again over, look, dude, here's 17 more fucking people than you would have had in your bar that are specifically here for this.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a small, like, you don't get to pull me outside every fucking week and go, what's this? What are we doing?
That's what
I
happened.
mean?
And
After that, we were done, and we moved it down to
Here's the
Kisslin's.
thing on top of that, though, is we had put Sources on the map in the comedy community where we were doing shows in another venue, Torrent, and after the show, we were having other comedians show up to support, like yourself, and they were like, hey, let's all go to Sources.
Right.
Yeah, because
So the
Torrent,
comedians
for those that never have been to Torrent, when the show is over, there's no milling around. It's you're out that fucking
get
building.
out
Yeah.
because
Like
we
a
have a
comedy
DJ,
club, though, right?
But they
Well, some comedy clubs allow you to kind of mill around. Maybe
Comedy Factory done. Magooby's really done.
Magooby's
just
wants
say
you to
get
Wits
out.
End.
As long as you come in and drink.
Yeah.
But
Right.
that was
Keep
but Wits
drinking.
End hasn't been around for more than 3-4 years. So
Yeah, about there.
but the point is the fact of the matter is we had this group of people that would never set foot in Sources
Right.
that were coming to Towson because of us, and we
They
were
just
getting
treated
them
you
to
like
go
yesterday,
over
yeah.
to Sources even on nights that we weren't doing comedy.
Right.
Like we
But
were
I can't blame
driving
them.
business and then we were putting them on the
And
map
my-
with a
and my-
demographic that
and-
they
yeah.
didn't normally have.
And my thing too was, look, help yourself. Like I gave you the you told me I didn't give you the flyers in time. We didn't get a chance to promote it. I gave them to you 3 weeks before. I come in 2 days before. You didn't even fucking put them up. Help yourself.
Yeah.
Give your patrons another reason to come here because this is going to be awesome. Like we're going to give you professional level folks, and they're going to really enjoy it. And they're just bad
Yeah,
business
comedy
people.
comedy. In my experiences, comedy has always been a very hard sell entertainment. It's easy to sell it to a general manager. It's easy to
Right.
sell it to the staff runner, and even to the principal owner. But to have everyone on the same page, that's the
Right.
hard part to do it because look, we've all attended shows at restaurants or bars, and if it's like a murder mystery, if it's a acoustic gig, if it's something you can kind of talk over it, you don't have to pay attention, whatever.
Right.
Comedy demands attention.
Yep.
Number one, and number two, the staff has to be trained in a certain way. When I was running comedy shows in Carroll County, I was lucky enough that the owners actually asked me, okay, so what does my staff do during the show? I
Right.
said, very simple. They whisper. They don't get in anyone's eye line. They stand down. I said, anyone that's tall works the back of the room. Anyone that's short works the front of the room. And it was all these rules for comedy night. And guess what? my 3 most successful years were the 3 years up in Carroll County.
Right.
Before that all got fucked over because someone in Carroll County, someone told one of my room owners in Carroll County that I was double charging them.
T. Brad Hudson.
No, and you know what? Hold on. Let's be very clear here.
I was just kidding.
What happened to the hot seat? All
I
of a
said his
sudden?
name earlier. I said his name earlier. I was just kidding.
No. I will say this. T. Brad and I, we've shaken hands and we've talked a couple of times since he shut down High Tops. And
he did that for like a decade.
Damn near close.
Yeah.
And whatever his reasons for shutting down High Tops were, they were his reasons. I can guess. I can speculate.
Speculate, Dave.
I would say honestly, it was becoming cost prohibitive. I think it was becoming cost prohibitive.
Very nice.
And
diplomatic way of saying that.
I think
who's driving Ricky home?
And I think the other thing is that there's a lot of, and Stefan, you as a performer you may not see this, but as a personality you may see this. And I know Eric, you have definitely seen this. There is definitely a current crop of comics, and I'm not going to say or name any of them by individual names, but there is definitely a sense of entitlement.
Oh, Jesus!
To
yes.
where comics they may email you or they may talk to you. Or they say, "Oh, you're Eric. Hey, I'm a comic. I've done these rooms." You're like, "That's great. Send me a clip." Or, "Hey, that's great.
Yep.
Email me here." And then they come up with an email going, "I've done this room 4 times and I've killed it. When can I work for you and how much do I get paid?"
Right.
Well, look, when I was studying under T. Brad about how to run a room and what comedy was, and when I learned from other people as well, I was told, and something that I kept something that I kept very well towards, someone getting paid in comedy is a compliment.
Yeah, absolutely.
Only someone with legit comedy credits
it's a respect for their time.
Right. And so, when I started paying people to host shows, when I started paying people to close out shows, I was very careful as to who I would pick. I was very careful as to who I would select. Now, I did get under fire towards the end of my thing because there were certain people that I picked that a lot of the comedy community didn't like, or they didn't understand why I picked that person. And when I explained, look, we can all be honest. We remember the girl that faked cancer.
Right.
Okay.
Amanda Tracy.
Amanda Tracy.
I'll
Yes.
name her.
I'll name her too. Now, the reason why I picked her to host a couple shows, she wasn't that funny. I'll be very honest. She wasn't that funny. But what she was entertaining. She was engaging, and she could keep the room. No, she could keep the room under control to get the first comic ready.
Mm-hmm.
That's a talent you simply can't teach.
Sure, mm-hmm. Absolutely.
There were comics that had more time in the comedy that were openly messaging me, just calling me and be like, "Why is Amanda Tracy doing this? Why is Amanda Tracy doing that?" And I said, if you could do what she does, I have no problem putting you as a host.
Right.
Well, I'm this kind of comic. I'm going, yeah, well, guess what? At this level, no one's this kind of comic. If you can't figure out how to do it, then don't reach
Stefan
out to me.
And I talk about it all the time that everybody's shooting for that headliner spot.
It's not a bad thing to shoot for.
It's not a bad goal, but to be a host is really where
hosting's
it takes
harder. I think hosting's harder
way
than
more
headlining.
talent.
I've done both.
It takes,
hosting's harder.
Yeah, it is. You have to be on the entire
Hosting is tremendously
show.
challenging because a lot of comics don't realize that a true comedy host at a bar show is responsible for more than the headliner.
Absolutely.
The headliner just goes up and does his 25 to 30 or 40 minutes. Depending, whatever it is. So he knows what he's going to do, or she. The feature, that's someone that has some experience. Typically, it's bringing in some friends.
Right.
They know what they're doing for that 15 to 20-minute mark. But the host, they're the ones that have to go up, open a cold room. They got to scan the crowd. They got to make sure everyone's feeling okay. They got to set the bar for what comedy is. And then they have to be funny enough for people to laugh, but not funny enough for people to go, I want more.
Exactly.
They have to back it down a little bit.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people that don't know that backing down. Like, there are some tremendous, very talented hosts that are horrible comics.
Right.
There are some great comics that are horrible hosts.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
But someone that I absolutely love and adore, Bill Monahan, is phenomenal. He is amazing. He is he'll tell you he doesn't host because that is not what he can do.
Yeah.
You get someone like an Eric Woodworth. Eric Woodworth, a great comic in his own right,
Yeah.
a guy that can close out a room, bar room, no problem.
Sure.
As a host, he is entertaining as hell.
Yep.
And just
He's got a lot of practice.
But he also, yes, he's got a lot of practice, but he's also got that natural charisma,
Yeah.
stuff you can't teach.
Right.
There are people that I have seen over the years, like, oh, I'm hosting a show, and I'm like, wow, you did your first open mic 2 weeks ago,
Right,
and
great.
You're hosting your own show, okay?
Nice.
And that's when I was like, I was starting to ramp things down, and I just kind of was like, I can't deal with it. And what started my desire to get out is that I had a show in Baltimore County. The host, this is where I said I'm done. I can no longer put up with this stuff. It was affecting me in multiple levels. I was very heavy at the time. I wasn't in good spirits, and I just wanted to get out of it. And there was a show in Baltimore County, and we were supposed to start at 9:00, and I said to the guy that was the paid host, I said, hey, be here by 8:30, so that way I can give you the lineup, tell you who's going when, what their credits are, stuff like that. Because this was a true
Right.
room. 8:30 came and went. You didn't show up. Then 8:40.
Yikes.
Then 8:50. Then he rolls in at 9:02, and other people are still rolling in. And I'm like, hey, what's up? And he's like, oh, well, I came from a different town. I was like, okay, what? You couldn't text me?
Right.
And he just looked
You're
at me. And he
fucking
goes,
late.
He looked at me, and this was his excuse and reason. He goes, well, your shows never start on time, so I knew I was okay.
Oh, yeah?
Nice.
And I was like, okay. And I just handed him the list. He goes, what do you want me to say? I said, I don't care. We got into it. I gave him his money beforehand. First and only time I've ever given them money to a comic before the show even started.
Yeah.
I said, here's your money. Go. Do it. And then I just I talked to the owner of that particular venue, and I said, we're not doing this anymore. I told him what our stop date was. I talked to the Myth and Moonshine. That ownership actually owes me money still.
Oh, cool.
Their former owners, not
I was
the
gonna
current.
say they're different ownership.
Different
now.
owners now, much better.
Yeah.
I'm still owed money from the owner of Red House Tavern. I'm still owed money from the place in Federal Hill. So for people who think that I had this great lifestyle, I didn't. There's still thousands of dollars out there that I can't collect on because people just simply don't want to pay for things. Now, the one thing I will bring up is that when I did walk away from everything, Stefan and I had a conversation a couple days prior to one of the Thor shows, and I was like, hey, because at your time the social media that you guys were doing was just all over the place.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming personal lives or just you had at the time you had a very complex job. I don't know if you're still doing the same thing or not. I know. Stefan, again, time management. If you tell him it's AM or PM, that's as far as he knows about a watch.
That's about it.
That's about
it.
Don't even get into military time.
No, I can't read it.
I'm a little surprised he actually knows how to drive a car.
Like, does he look for the?
I'm borderline retarded. It's true.
Well, I wouldn't say borderline. I would say very.
I'm on the spectrum.
Well, that too. I mean, I'm
I
surprised
can
you don't
do
look
math.
at. Do you
I'll
look
do
at the
your
fuel?
math.
You look at the fuel gauge for E is enough.
I just try to get closer in the alphabet to F.
There we are. But to make a long story short, I approached Stefan because I didn't know you that well. We had a very good conversation when you were running a room downtown Baltimore that Nikki Fuchs was trying to run, and I know that was that room didn't work out.
Correct.
With ownership and whatever.
Right.
It was a great room.
Little coffee place.
But it was just weird.
Yeah.
But it didn't work out. And I remember talking to you at that, and we had a very good conversation about things. And a couple years later, I approached and said, "Hey, maybe I can work with you guys at least doing social media, something like that?" Because at the time I didn't have income, and I tried to do it, and it didn't work out. It was a very tense situation.
Yeah.
I think it was.
It did get heated.
It did get heated, and to be honest, I mean, you look. I don't know if I was aggressive to you. I don't know if I caught you in a bad moment. I don't know if it was. I don't know if it was something that you were just trying to. You just wanted to work with Stefan or whoever else was in your the circle at the time. I was quite surprised at the reply. What
was my reply?
I don't trust you.
Yeah.
And it's something I've never understood, but whatever happened because we had a good relationship up until that moment, and I just kind of okay, fine, don't trust me, all right, whatever.
Yep.
And it just kind of it scrambled me up a little bit, but I still support you guys, and I'm here.
Yeah,
Right?
So
no, absolutely.
that's
All the
there we go
above.
there.
Yeah, I was just being very candid.
Eric,
I couldn't
why
explain.
didn't you trust Dave?
I honestly could not give an explanation behind that. I think that might have actually been the night that you were describing that
torrent night.
Yeah, that was the torrent
your
night.
death stare
That
torrent
was the
night.
death stare torrent night. So I was already.
Yeah, we got in a nice argument.
Yeah, that was the first argument I think we've ever had.
Yeah, well, I remember because it was the first time where I not only saw you, but when Stefan was trying to say, no, talk to Dave. He has some good ideas. Like, you were just not wanting to talk at all.
No.
And you were shutting him down, and he was trying to be your buddy. He was like, come on, man, we got to. And you were not having it. Like,
No,
you kept
I was
turning,
done.
and you're like, no, we're not talking. And he was like, here, have a beer. And you're like, I don't want a goddamn beer. And I'm like, maybe this is a bad time.
Yeah, bad time to be.
Like,
It's a
this
bad
is a
time.
very awkward time. So, but that happened, and I was just it did sour me a little bit. But over the years, I kind of realized, you guys got to build your own thing, and I have a very weird reputation in the comedy world here in Baltimore. And I know there's some people that I know. Yes, Michael, I know people have reputations. Yeah, but I mean, there's some people that like what I did, and there's some people that have even gone so far as to say, hey, I should come back. I should go back to doing it. Others have been said, hey, we're glad you're out. To be honest, I don't know.
Well, here's a I guess a good example. So I said I didn't trust you.
Yeah.
So recently, you and I were messaging back and forth about tonight.
Yeah.
And I referred to you as Shofer.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
Yeah,
I like it.
And you called me out and you said nothing personal, but it's very personal because if I refer to you by your last name, that's a personal thing for me.
Okay.
Because and again, this isn't you, this is all me.
Yeah.
Me being, my experiences in college and a fraternity and everything, like referencing somebody by their last name is extremely personal.
It's a very Pennsylvania thing.
I don't know why. I've never lived in Pennsylvania in my entire life.
I know a lot of before I got it. Well, no,
Very Reading Railroad. It's a
no.
Railroad.
What I mean by that is that a lot of people that I know from Pennsylvania, a lot of the bands that I worked with in Pennsylvania.
But the whole comedy, hold on.
Yeah.
The whole comedy community refers to you as Shofer, though. Because there's a
if they
million Daves out there.
Why don't you like it?
I hate it.
Why?
I absolutely hate. I just don't like the sound of it. I don't like I don't.
Maybe change your name.
I've thought about it.
What's wrong with it?
I thought about it.
What's wrong with it? I don't
it's-
understand.
It's just not a name that I've liked.
You just don't like the ring of it?
I
Like
don't
what?
like. It's when.
But it's your name. It's your last name. I don't get it.
It is my last name. It's a name that's been around for a long ass goddamn time in Baltimore.
Yeah.
But I've never cared for the name.
What would you prefer to be?
DuPont?
Matthews.
Yeah, because that name goes so swimmingly
How about
well.
Yegley? How about Yegley?
How about
Could we do
no?
Yegley?
How about Nobly? How about Nobly?
David Trump.
down.
David Trump.
Actually, Farkle. No, I'm
Farkle.
just
Dave Farkle.
I don't know, like a Stevens or something like
Dave
that.
But regardless of
Yeah.
of Shofer, it was
wait.
it was me because we had that tension,
Yeah.
and it's been a couple of years, and Stefan has even been like, "Come on, man, it is what it is. It's in the past," and I'm like, you know what, you're right. Let's just bygones
Yeah.
be bygones. Water under the bridge.
And there were-
and I was just like, hey, Shofer, man, when are you ready to do
Well, you
this?
gotta
Like, what
understand
time?
you're
Et cetera,
also-
et cetera.
On the same spot, in the same couch.
Yeah.
2 years later.
Pretty much.
Well, it's been literally, it's been it's like half a decade since we originally crossed paths.
Probably. But you got to understand, look, talking to me now is a completely different version of me than talking to me back that night at Source
Sure.
or when we
Absolutely.
first met. So when you reached out and said Shofer, it's even when people called me by my last name when I was running comedy, I would quietly ask them not to do it. There's only been 2 comics that I let it slide with because basically they were at the time in their lives, they were so out of their own minds that I don't think they even knew I had a name other than Shofer.
Right.
Or Shofer.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to name who they were, just for the simple fact that I respect their privacy, and they've gone on to much bigger things. And the fact that I had them at that part of the career was awesome. But now, I mean, if you follow me on social media or whatever, you see that I'm posting a lot of stuff about being clean and sober because I did fall off a wagon. In February.
That was one of
What's
our.
what were you addicted to?
What is the addiction?
I didn't know you
We're
were
curious.
addicted to anything.
A lot of people didn't know that shit.
Right.
Yeah.
What are you clean and sober from?
Opioids.
Opioids.
Yeah,
what were
yeah.
you doing?
Hydrocodone.
Snorting it?
I was doing hydrocodone and OxyContin, some Percocets.
Oh, Jesus.
Also medical grade morphine.
You snort? What were you doing? You snorting it?
Pills.
Pills? Just eating it? Just
yeah, I was just
consuming
chowing
it?
down pills.
Wow.
I was. Well, see, I had a bit of a drug problem when I was younger, when I was much, much younger,
Right.
and I kind of weaned myself off and was fine. And then kind of reared its ugly head again, and when I'm in my 30s, and I kind of didn't admit to it,
Right.
and I was like, okay, fine, done. And I walked away from it. And as many people know, one of the things I've talked about socially, I can drink no problem. Like that bottle of tequila, I could have probably done that entire bottle and then walked out of here, got in my car, and drove home and been fine.
Bullshit.
Because I have, trust me.
Bullshit. Show me.
I can't drink. But no, I mean, I used to, when I roadied for a couple local bands, I used to sit there and fucking take an entire bottle of vodka at the beginning of the set, 2-hour set that they were doing, and I would sit there and take the whole bottle down within an hour, hour and a half, and then I would pack up all their gear, get in the van, and drive them home. They would be drunk out of their minds. I'd be fine. Or I think I would be fine, but I know I wouldn't pass a breathalyzer, but I never had a problem. I never felt drunk. I've only been drunk once that I can recall in my entire life. I've never passed out, never blacked out, never anything like that. But this year in February, a lot of things happened in that month. My cat got very ill, and then eventually I had to put her down. I got a kidney stone attack that was huge. It was the size of 2 Tic Tacs, so they gave me a lot of pain meds. And a couple of friends of mine that were very close to me decided to walk out of my life. They're like, "Hey, we're no longer dealing with you." So when I had so when I had the extra pain meds, when I was overprescribed, that just opened a whole new wall of hell. And when I got fired from my job, that 1.5 weeks that I was chowing down that stuff, I probably went through, I'd say, 4 or 5 bottles of pills. And I was, I was
You're in a dark place, Dave.
Yeah, I was trying anything to get the pain out of my head. It wasn't working.
Your cat dying really fucked you up.
That losing my job fucked me up because I wasn't like I was fired for anything. It was just they just said, "Hey, we're parting ways." I'm like, "For what?" They're like, "Well, we just don't think it's working out."
They had to fire you for something, Dave.
No, actually, Maryland's a right to work state. Unless you're a contractual player with the government, they don't have to give you a reason.
Yeah, but why would they fire you? What were you doing wrong? You've had to be retrospective.
I've looked back at it. I could not tell you.
All right, fuck it.
Because
what were you doing? What was your line of work?
I was a service writer for a local tire chain.
All right.
Service manager. When I walked into this store, it was in disarray. There was a whole bunch of problems. When they let me go, they had hired a new mechanic. Our business was up 60%. Profitability was up. Inventory control was up. All of the debits, credits were taken care of.
So they basically signed Peyton Manning and you. Everything in the franchise went through the roof, and then they fired you.
Pretty much.
Bastards.
Sounds like a fucked
Maryland's
up
not
place.
a right-to-work state.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
What?
It's not.
It's what?
Tell us
It
why,
is not.
Ricky.
It is
what do you
not.
mean?
I
Yes,
also,
it is.
I didn't think it was, and I just looked
It's
it
an
up.
at
Tell us
will.
what you read. Tell
At
us
will
what you read.
state.
At will is right to work.
Maryland.
No, at
Yeah.
will is they can fire you for any reason.
Any reason.
It doesn't have.
Yeah,
Doesn't
it
matter
doesn't.
right
what
to
it
work,
is.
though.
You
If
took
you
a
were-
shit and it stunk up
It
the
used to-
room. They
If
can
you're
fire you
Jewish
for it.
and they don't hire Jews, they'll fire you.
Well,
Yeah.
that they can't do, but they can't
Oh, right,
tell you.
Right.
But no, it used
But
to
they
be
can
called.
tell you because
it
your
used to
feet
be.
But if
I
you're
believe-
circumcised,
Right.
Yeah,
I believe it
you're
used to be. I
circumcised.
believe it
we're
used to be called
building-
right to
we're
work. I
building
think.
Right to work is like,
We are.
is the protection for unions.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
Tell
sorry.
us, Ricky,
so
what's
will.
an at-will? What is Maryland? Can you read what you've got?
It is- it
Well,
is
no,
at
I mean, I
will.
just know that they're not because I mean, I remember
All right, but
like
what is it?
Michigan and Wisconsin.
What
they're
does
not
it mean
right
to be
work.
an at?
They're
what do
not
you-
right to work, which means like you have to have like unions can shut you down. I think it might be a little bit
Yeah.
lost, but unions can shut you down, or like unions have less rights compared to big
Non-union.
businesses. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, no, like you have like
man, what a buzzkill.
I know.
Pretty
It's
much.
Very, very sad.
All right,
This is
we
like the
bored
plan.
with-
This is like the
Yeah,
Planned
right.
Parenthood.
All right, it's
conversation
like
you
the
guys went through
abortion
with-
part of.
So
right.
again, so basically in that 10, 15 days where I was fired before I got help, I went through a lot of pain medication.
Do you think it's
drinking a
because
lot.
you were addicted to pills that they fired you?
Yeah.
I really was that. No, I wasn't taking any of that.
Oh, it was after your firing.
Well,
that you really
I
started.
mean, I was in the hospital before they
For the
let me
kidney
go for the
stones.
kidney stone, and I had the pills
So
prescribed
you missed
to
a
me.
lot of work. Maybe that's
I
it.
missed a total in the 5 months I worked there. I missed 3 days
Because of the kidney stone.
because of the kidney stone. But my kidney stone medical bill was outrageous, and
Did
I
you
was
have
on their
insurance
health.
through the place you were
Yes, and my suspicion is that when
Thanks,
they got,
Obamacare.
I think when they got that medical bill of my kidney stone, I think they decided it was
My
easier
bad.
for
I'm
it to
sorry.
cut me than it was to pay.
Oh wait, so they fired you, and then you were responsible for your own medical bills?
I'm responsible for the copays.
Whoa,
fucked
that's
up.
normal.
Nah,
Yeah,
it's still
but I'm
fucked
just
up.
saying, like, no. What I'm saying is that the stuff that was covered under my health insurance for my medical stay, the amount of stuff that I went
They said
through,
this guy's sick. We're getting rid of him.
it was almost $8,000 was on their end.
So they hedged their bet, thought there might be more hospital bills, and got rid of you. That's probably
Possibly.
it. All right, I'm just speculating.
Yeah,
There's
that's what
got
I
to be a
specu-
reason, right?
But
That's
that's
what I
at will,
speculate,
though.
too.
At will, they can do that.
Yeah,
Again,
But I was-
I'm not saying
as
it's
I said-
illegal.
I'm not saying it's
They'll
right.
never- they'll never say that's
I'm
why.
saying, why do you fire a guy, right, that's doing a good job?
I'm not.
just
Again, I'm
trying
not
to
saying
figure
that
it
that's
out.
right.
Hey,
I'm
look,
just saying
I
that's,
I had disagreements with.
Maybe
the,
you wore that T-shirt that night. Who
Yeah,
knows?
I mean, there were a couple of disagreements with things, but it doesn't really matter. It's neither here nor there. But I kind of stumbled
So,
down.
okay.
My addiction reawoke. I was taking too many pills. I messaged a friend of mine. Came down, saw that I wasn't in good shape, and was like, "Hey, this is you need help." And I went into a program and been clean and sober
All right.
over a month now.
Dave, I think I speak for all of us in the room when I say, do you have any leftover pills that you didn't take?
or did you get
I
rid
just
of
want to
them?
get them off of you because
Yes.
I don't want you to take them. You know what I mean?
No, there's nothing. There's not. Trust me, my living area at my parents' house is very fucking boring.
Got it.
It is.
So, okay,
yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. So we time for 2 more questions. Did you have any more questions?
I mean, my
wait.
major question was
Questions?
the addiction.
He is right on it, man.
You go,
Yeah.
and then I'll go last.
Can we
Okay.
brush up on these questions?
I got one last question, Dave.
Only
Yeah,
one?
go ahead.
So I've noticed that you have a shake in your arm.
Yeah, anxiety.
Is that anxiety
Mhm.
related? And I've been watching, and you've been okay, and then I've seen moments where it kind of kicks
Yeah,
up.
if I focus myself and get into a zone in my head where I can be comfortable, then everything goes away.
Yeah, I'm watching it. It kind of goes through waves.
Yeah, my voice gets strong. Everything's fine. And it's been great. I've been diagnosed.
They never asked me about my shake.
Well, that's because
This is alcohol
I
related.
don't know. DTs. So I've been Jesus Christ. So I was diagnosed getting into there we go. That's the patented Michael Crane head shake.
They got it. I'm all right.
Yeah.
It's called Parkinson's.
Or that too. So I was diagnosed. My preliminary diagnosis right now that I'm working with is that I have chronic depression, long-term depression. Shocker. I also have anxiety, and social anxiety disorder, and physical manifest of anxiety. Where it's sometimes it's this arm that'll shake, which is primarily the right arm. Sometimes my left hand will shake, depending upon my voice will get weak and weird. Like today at therapy, preparing myself to come up here and everything.
Did you have to prepare to come up here?
Yeah, I did. Like like when I got onto the long road from the exit here, that I remember that. First off, that's a fun ass fucking road, and I wish I had my old
Bel Air.
Mustang. Oh my god, that 5 miles.
Blair.
Yeah,
Blair
that 5 miles of twists and turns. I would have had the ass.
Everybody likes that ride. It's
Yeah,
crazy. It's awesome.
a good one.
It is.
Well, not in his.
You should
Mustang.
try it. No, I do fine.
Tow truck.
It's my everyday truck.
Tow
Yeah.
truck. I'm my tow truck.
So wait.
Yeah,
So
what-
what about this was making you anxious?
Well, no, it was. I was anxious. Like when I woke up this morning, I was
I'm
anxious.
sorry.
So I went
What
to.
was
I went
Stefan
to.
saying?
It doesn't matter.
It's all good.
Look,
I knew you'd cut me
You're gonna
off.
drop his audio feed anyway. But like when I woke up this morning, I knew I was going to do this. I went to a place in Annapolis that it calms me down and stuff. So I was there for a couple hours. I had therapy, and I was exhibiting a lot of anxiety signs because they think that my medication's wrong. Because some of the medication that I'm on right now is for bipolar disorder, and I don't exhibit signs of bipolar disorder, so they don't know why I was prescribed that.
Interesting.
So my
So you're
therapist
taking the wrong medication.
possibly. So my therapist is talking to
Allegedly.
my therapist is talking to my psychologist to make sure that the meds
You have a,
can
wait a minute. Say that again.
I
My
have a-
therapist is
I-
talking to my
psychologist.
psychologist.
They're
Yes.
different people. Those are different.
I have
people.
I have an addiction counselor to help me with the
So you have an
cravings.
addiction counselor,
Yeah, they
a
help me with the
therapist,
cravings.
and a what? And a psychologist.
Correct. Actually,
right.
I have more than that.
Tell us.
I have. Well, there's an NA group I go to. There's an AA
What's
group
NA?
I go. Narcotics Anonymous.
Narcotics Anonymous.
Yeah. And then there's AA, which is Alcoholics Anonymous.
So you have an alcohol problem as well.
I didn't think I had one.
Alcohol leads to other drugs. Is that?
I didn't think I had one, but when I told them what I can drink, and not that I did drink a lot, but they just was like, you need to go, and so I can't touch anything. Not until I'm.
Do you want some of this tequila?
I would love some.
Have a sip.
No.
You're such a dick.
It's why we live in the same county.
Not play a role.
Nice drop.
Love my Annie Rundle.
There we are. Yeah. So, but no, I mean so I have a counselor for addiction and support. I have 2 groups that I go to, 2 NA groups, 2 AA groups that help me when I get overwhelmed. I have a psychologist that I deal with, a psychiatrist that I deal with, and a counselor.
So you have 8 points of
Do you think
contact.
there's overhelp happening here? Because that's a lot. I feel like that would be conflicting. I feel like it would get to a point where one doctor was saying this, and then the next one was saying this, and I'd be like, whoa, what the fuck? Hold on, time
You have 8
out.
points of contact.
Well,
for
no.
your
The
addiction
support
problems.
groups are just there when I feel overwhelmed. That
Still
I go
a point
to.
of contact. Still a reach out. I'm
No,
not. I'm
because
not saying it's a bad thing for you. I'm
Well,
just.
guy,
I'm
I mean,
just
look.
trying to...
In full disclosure, and Joe knows this.
Who the fuck is Joe? Why did you point to your right?
No.
Like he's here.
Joe,
You're like, and Joe knows this.
My pod.
What the fuck?
He's the only other person I've told this to.
Did I forget? I'm sorry, Joe.
Joe does exist, by the way.
But I will say,
Nope,
wait. I will
nothing.
say for our listeners that as just to be in the room, Dave, you sat there and turned to your right. It was like, and Joe knows this, and
'Cause
there's
I'm used
not
to
a
having-
fucking person to your right.
Because okay, look, I run my own podcast. I mean, granted, not as high tech as this, NASA like substation. Mine's a dog.
Boston.
Look, mine's a hey, mine's a dog and pony show on a fucking
Well, Joe
Kool-Aid
knows.
budget.
Joe knows this.
But
Joe,
Joe is
as Joe knows.
Joe is
As
my
Joe knows.
producer.
Hard on for you the size of Florida.
But Joe's my producer and podcast partner.
All right.
and-
So
and
you have your
we're
own
close.
podcast.
Yes, and
Which is called.
Dave and Joe's Awesome Podcast Show.
And where
Personally,
can,
I think we got hosed on that call.
where can folks find that?
Yeah.
SoundCloud, and that's it.
Okay.
We
and
release
what
on
do they
SoundCloud.
what do they look up?
Dave and Joe's Awesome Podcast
Dave and
Show.
Joe's Awesome Podcast on SoundCloud.
Mhm.
Okay.
But it's there. We've got 56 episodes up,
Very nice. Wow.
and then there's some
that's
old
good.
How
bottom
long do your
feeders.
episodes run?
Depends on how long we record. Sometimes they're
Ish.
an hour and a
Ish.
half.
Okay.
Most of the time we run about 2 hours.
You got a
Okay.
lot of content up then.
Yeah.
We,
All right.
we just kind of let it roll and see what
Check
happens.
it out. Dave and Joe's Awesome
Yeah.
Podcast on
I mean,
SoundCloud.
It is, and hopefully I'll have you guys
What's
on.
your
somewhere
what's the nature of your show?
just freeform conversation.
Okay.
I just bring in people and we just talk and get stuff out of them that they didn't expect to say.
Just drag it out.
Pretty much. There we are.
So,
But no, the reason why, and as I said, Joe, my imaginary Joe.
Focus.
Okay, so the reason why that I'm dealing with all these people is because I tried to actually end my life, and that's part of.
Say what, Dave?
Yeah.
well, this party just died.
Hey,
Dave,
I'm
Dave,
a
did you-
happy.
Dave, did
I'm
you
a happy
attempt
kind of-
suicide?
Yes,
How recently?
that was in February.
How'd you try to do it?
There was a handgun and there were bullets.
And
I didn't pull the trigger.
did you put it in your mouth?
You missed.
What did
No,
you do?
I didn't
No, really.
miss.
What did you do? Put it in your
It's-
mouth?
No.
What did you do?
No, side of head.
Side of the head.
Mm-hmm. And then
Why?
Well, when
Why would you want to kill yourself?
Yeah. Why?
Well,
That's
It
not.
can't be that bad, man.
when let's see, I lost my job, lost my cat, lost some good friends, and I was just chowing down
Opiates.
very powerful pain pills, and I killed a half a bottle of whiskey.
What would make you happy? What do you want to do?
Yeah.
Well, that at that particular moment.
No, right
In general.
Oh, right now.
You've reflected. What makes you happy? You want to do
Oh.
comedy again?
No. I love podcasting. I do actually.
It's
I
fun.
love- yeah, it is. It is fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I broke my teeth on with bottom feeders, and then I moved over to my own show.
Sure.
But I mean, that's the reason why there's so many people that I'm dealing with is because the protocols of the place that I'm dealing with, they leveled me a certain self-threat assessment. And they're like, this is the program that you're in. You don't have the option of saying no. And I was like, okay.
Are you in so much pain that you put a gun to your head to say, I don't want to do this anymore? What possesses a human being? Why? you know what I mean? Like, you're a good guy. Like,
Yeah,
I think
you
you're
are.
a good dude.
You do have a big heart.
I don't get
I'm
it.
incredibly tough on myself.
I get that.
Yeah.
And you got to take into account that as tough as I am, living alone, being alone, not having close personal friends, not having good, positive, close personal friends.
Sure.
Being that drunk, being that under the influence of drugs, I couldn't foresee a future. Not having a source of income. I don't have a good relationship with my parents. I don't have a good relationship with my family. And I just was like, you know what? This is the time. And I've tried to do this before.
Right.
This is not a cry for help. This was a legit attempt.
But have any of these, all of this help that you're getting, has anybody told you to focus on all the things that you do have?
I don't have much, but
But you do have a lot.
Most of it right now is just focusing on. But most of what I deal with right now is just focusing on getting to the next day and not falling back into habits and not falling into issues and not being overstressed. Like I had a job interview last week, and it went okay until the last 5 minutes when as I was focusing myself, there was no shakes or my voice was strong until the last 5 minutes when the lady or the position I was interviewing.
What was the job? What was it?
It was working being in the sales in the automotive field for a chain
Which
that works.
you love.
In
You're a car. You're a
I'm
car
a car
guy.
junkie. And the last she asked how would I handle stress, and I boom hit my head. I was like, and my anxiety
Dude,
reared.
you do. This is what you need to think about. You do a fucking podcast, bro.
Yeah.
That shit is hard.
Yeah, I can see, and that's
what you need to be focusing on, dude. You do hard ass shit.
That's the weird thing is that there's a couple people that don't know me that well that have said, "How can I run my own podcast? Like, how can I go to Joe's house, as fucked up as I am with all the problems, like coming, like I swear to, and look, I'm not trying to make this about me, but you know, you guys are asking, I'm going to tell you.
You're our guest. It is about you.
Okay, here's the thing. You know, I was at a place in Annapolis till roughly 6:30. Okay, left there, I was fine. I get heavy traffic. I'm okay. I'm listening to Howard Stern. The GPS is telling me where to go. Everything's great. Cut through the tunnels, 95 up 695. As soon as I get to the long road, the 5 miles of road before I make the right-hand turn to here, my heart starts jumping up. Just a little nerves. But the closer I get, as the mile counter starts going backwards, I start getting dry mouth. I start getting shakes. I'm almost sitting there going, okay, I'm calling you guys, like, I'm out of here.
Right.
Like, I'm bailing. Because it's not the idea of talking to you guys. It's the idea of remembering that night and remembering how angry you were and not knowing.
It's your fault, Eric.
No,
That's what
it's
I'm
not.
doing.
Damn it. Stop with
You
the humor for a
fucking
second.
destroyed Dave
No, stop
as
for
a human being.
Stefan, hang
Sorry.
no.
Sorry.
I know you got to keep it lighthearted, but I'm being honest here.
I am just keeping it lighthearted.
Hold on.
But I don't know where the look.
Might be a little late for that.
Saying it, you didn't trust me. I don't. It just rang in my head. I don't know if that was just your anger overflowing from everything that just happened
It
at
was.
the Torrance show to him, Stefan, pushing you to talk to me when I know you didn't want to talk to anybody because you just lost your ass and then some.
Yeah.
Plus, you know, being at Source, and I remember people at Source like, so this show coming up, how's this going to work out? And you're like, can someone just, like, I almost thought you were going to say, could someone just fucking back off and let me have my goddamn cigar or what?
So you know exactly because you do it. You do the comedy show. You knew exactly where I was.
Yeah,
you should just automatically be like, look, I know exactly what he was dealing with. And
at the time, I didn't because I didn't know.
But you know now.
I know now, yes. But I'm just saying, like at the time, it was just such a weird about face, and I didn't know where the anger was coming from, and I knew that you just weren't happy.
I was being very direct and candid, which I mean anybody couldn't ask for anything more.
No, and I understand that, but again, what I just look that coming in and seeing you guys like the last time I was in this room is when the other show that Mike was a part of, Wendy and Friends. I was here, and that the last time I was here was literally several days after the passing of my grandmother, and I was drinking at the time. And that show ran very long, and Mike and and Wendy were very gracious. Oh, excuse me. And that was a pretty interesting recording. that went down because we went down a couple of rabbit holes there. This recording, I don't know how you guys normally handle the long recordings or not. I know that we had some technical issues getting started.
Yeah.
For me, I love what you guys are trying to come up with because you're doing something different. You're building a content base. You're building something that's going to be a little bit different than the norm podcast. Obviously, you have some Patreon stuff. I know you have the Patreon subscriber system. I don't know how that works.
It's very complex.
I've looked into it. I don't think it's going to work for the.
It
for the
still
stuff that I
baffles
do.
us, really. Sure.
But I mean, there are some podcasts we were talking before we got up and running. I mean, there's some podcasts that generate thousands of dollars an episode. And
Right.
that's all that they do. And then there are other podcasts.
I'm holding out for that.
We're getting there,
We're
Crane.
getting there.
Oh, you want
Hey, Crane,
like-
we're getting there.
You want like
easy money
Hey,
bags.
Ichabod, we're getting there.
Well, I mean, last podcast on the left generates almost like some $25,000.
Thanks, Robin.
Sorry.
You two are playing footsie over
Shut
there.
up.
Well, come town.
Well, all right, Dave. Here,
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it. Dave.
Yeah. So
Water's under the bridge, man.
Yeah. No, I get it.
I don't. You have no reason to feel any anxiety. Just you're good.
He has to play
we're
the
all
stinger.
good. We're all good.
That's it.
Was that okay for you to end that on that, Stefan?
Are we
Happy?
I don't know. Both of you guys are bringing this back up. It's kind of a curious thing.
What's that?
What?
The whole torrent lounge thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
but
point of
It's
contention
weird. I don't
between
know.
these
Like
guys.
you brought it up like you were hostile, and he brought it up like he needed to get something off his chest. and I'm
Ricky,
like,
there was a night of tension between
right.
these
It's like
guys.
no one. You never really got to it. Like as an outside observer who
Okay.
doesn't really
And
know
believe it or
anything,
not,
I didn't
So
know
how do we
anything.
resolve it?
Yeah.
Is what
Yeah.
you're
Well, I don't
saying.
even know what happened, so that's the thing. Like,
Basically,
you guys
David-
are arguing about
Dave-
something with your
Dave-
audience.
Probably
have no
best.
idea what
Dave
happened.
approached me and said, "I want to be a part of Big Time in Comedy. In some respect, help you guys with social media. Sometimes
Because
something
at
in some
their,
regard.
at
I
their
think you
time,
guys are right.
Yeah.
I think you guys are going places. I used to do this. Let me help you." And I said, "You know what? Cool." And then I approached Eric about it, and I was like, "Here's Dave's offer. And Eric's like, "No, I don't trust it."
It wasn't that. I
Okay.
was okay with that at first, but then I had time to think about it, and then it
All
came.
right, so,
and then
but
it
like
came
48
at me
hours
that
later, you
night
said no.
after a shitty fucking night.
Well,
Yeah,
at
and
least
you'd
he's
had,
point
and
of
you'd had a
contention.
shitty.
At least he's finally
But-
pro-
but
and
Eric,
you'd had a shitty fucking day too, not
I
just
didn't
with
have a
comedy.
great day, right?
We
Finally
all
proven
had
it was
it.
hard. podcast.
Eric, here's the thing. Like I'm listening to it as like an audience member. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have no idea.
as an
what
audience, as like an audience, apparently.
Well, no, I'm
He
just
is.
saying. I'm
He's
just
an
saying,
impartial party.
I'm an impartial. I have no idea what's going on, and neither of you guys
Gotcha.
have actually
Hey.
stated. Like you did
I
mention
don't know
that
what's
you wanted
going
to
on.
try to do social media for him, but like I
He did. He
I don't
asked to
really,
do social
I don't really know.
media.
You guys are having like it's like kind of insider knowledge where
Yeah.
no one really knows what's going on.
That's what it is.
So I think like laying it out there would help the audience.
Dave wanted to be a
understand
part of what
happened.
we were doing. I was okay with it. Eric wasn't.
Yeah. Oh.
And look,
oh.
and the thing
That's
is,
a new detail, Stefan.
well, and the thing is that look, my reputation towards the end of comedy in Baltimore wasn't the cleanest or the easiest.
No,
Correct.
In all honesty, Dave,
and there were a lot of people. There are a lot of people now that look back at the years that I ran things and like, wow, you really were good and you really were honest. I was like, okay, well, why didn't you say anything when that happened?
Well,
Like,
hindsight's 20/20.
Exactly.
And a lot of people have matured, including myself, in the
Yeah,
comedy
and
fucking world. And
look
and
at-
again, like having a conversation with you, I'm seeing, okay, you know what? Maybe I needed to look through that shit in a little bit of a different lens. But to be honest, you and I'm being
Do it.
honest, you were going down. And as far as I was concerned, we were going up, and you wanted to be a part of us, and everything you did was ending or falling apart.
No, it had ended, I think, at that time.
And I was like, I don't want to be like, you get to a point in your life as an adult where you
don't
need to
want to sink in-
associate
yeah.
you want to associate yourself with positive and building and growing, and we are and have been for, I mean, this is hard
Yeah.
as fuck, you know it. And I wanted to be associated with somebody that was wanting to build and grow. And as far as I was concerned, you weren't. And I didn't trust your motives because as far as I was concerned, things were going down. And I didn't know if there was a jealousy thing or any sort of...
No, I had already wrapped up big.
I know, but
comedy,
exactly, and that
it
spoke
was-
volumes because you said I want out of the comedy community, and then all of a sudden you wanted to be a part of something that was growing and
Yeah.
building, and I was like, what the fuck? Why do you want to be a part of this?
Well, just
when you're done, we had a big huge party for it, and you're like, I'm done and I'm out of comedy, and then all of a sudden you want to be a part of big timing comedy that was going up. Just didn't make sense to me.
some UFO.
Don't bring me down. Oh, who's this?
Ricky,
Mike?
does that
Wait.
make sense?
Yeah.
That's it.
Wait.
I'm putting it out
Mike,
there.
Who's this,
The
baby?
explanation helps.
Who's this? Tell me the artist.
Electric Light Orchestra.
Yellow, baby. Seven down, seven down. Seven down.
Are you even singing close to tune?
Down,
Who cares?
down,
Yeah,
don't bring me
pretty
down.
And you're completely right. I mean, I you know, to respond to what you said, what I was looking to do was just to assist in the social media side of things, because I just knew, I saw on the Facebook presence, the Twitter presence, there was a lot of things where I saw it could have been done better at that time.
I'm not
However,
arguing that at all.
However, you know, look, you guys had your growth, and you know, you had your ups and your downs, and like I expanded way too fast when I first got into it. I mean, I went from running 1 room to running 4 to running 7 rooms within the period of about 6 months. And some of those rooms I had to walk away from. Now people have gone into rooms behind me that I've closed to comedy, and I was like, hey, I'm done, and they're like, oh, we're gonna do it, and I'm like, good luck. And you know, some of my old rooms have reopened and then failed miserably.
Absolutely.
You know, I do feel bad. I know Torrent was a bad bet for you. I just knew that was it.
But see, opposite of you, I look at everything as, yeah, that fucking sucked. I look at sources and be like, yeah, that fucking sucked. But guess what?
Learned a
lot.
Yeah.
And for how much shit we give sources, we still were able to cut our teeth, and we were able to get things off the ground.
Look,
so I
what
spin things in a more positive way.
Yeah,
Sure.
and I'm not a very positive person, and that's something that I got to work on. It's something
It's not.
I have been working on.
And trust me, when I say that, it isn't easy
But
to
Dave,
do that.
Dave has 8 people helping him be more positive. So that's good.
That we
Let
know
it
of.
go.
Fucking
We know.
network. You got a network of folks.
Yeah, so well,
You got a team. The Avenger. You got Thor, Iron Man, Green Arrow.
You
all
deal
of
with this
them.
every Wednesday,
I deal with it every day.
every day.
Every day.
Do you petition the government for some type of hazard assistance? Or?
I'm looking for like a
Day.
federal funding. You know, some
Better
sort
cut
of,
my ass in.
You know, government.
There is some individual FEMA relief programs I can direct to you. I'm just saying.
Or
Yeah.
just lock him in the shit with Tiffany.
ACA. As I said,
Pull him out every other week.
as I said when we started, ACA, just 3 letters. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, you know.
Really 2 letters if you think about
Well,
it.
he's going to have someone. If you do get SAG-AFTRA health insurance, wait till you see the paperwork, sir. That is going to kill you.
Hey, Johnny Sag can suck my balls.
Paperwork.
So Ricky, no, for real though, did that help? Did that help clear and open up what was happening? Again, from the outside, I'm
I
not
thought
being.
that got riveting.
Well, yeah, it did. It explained a little bit. I mean, it was enough.
A little bit. That was my
Pretty
nuts on the
expensive.
table.
Well, no, I think
Eric,
for-
let's
I
do
think-
this. You know what? We
Well,
did.
no,
There
hold
wasn't
on.
enough.
Hold on.
Let Ricky
I think
speak. Let
he-
Ricky speak.
He spoke and he laid out his
spoke.
whole position. I'm not sure that you did, in the sense of like you were saying that you were upset by it, but like there was no backstory. Eric set up a lot of the backstory, said a lot of the exchange, which was like the email exchange that you mentioned earlier,
Right.
about a little bit of the hostility and the
Tension
caustic
early. Tension
tone.
early.
And so, but then you brought it back up, and I just didn't know. And all I'm saying is, I had no idea
No,
what the hell
you make
fuck
a,
you
you
guys
make
were talking
no.
about
I'm
at all.
I'm asking because you made a very valid point.
Right,
and for us, we all know what was going
The
on,
history,
so
the
we're just
history.
kind of like
Yeah.
we are.
Well,
We're all touching.
No one
and-
needs to explain anything. I just
Dave
want-
thinks
both of
No,
you
they-
guys were trying to.
No,
Dave
no,
thinks
no, no.
everything
Talk
you're
about
saying is bullshit, by the way. I can tell by his body language.
His arms are crossed.
Yeah.
He's rubbing his
He's
non-existing
stroking-
beard.
he's
Yeah, he had his
stroking
arms
his
crossed for the
goatee.
last 2 hours. So I
Right.
mean,
I'm just thinking maybe we need to let's just wipe this whole segment out and restart it again.
No, this
that
is
way it can be
golden.
easier.
This is golden.
No, this is
No,
all,
we worked through some trials and tribulations.
Look, I mean,
These are
I
nuts.
think it's a lot. It's a lot of petty shit in a lot of ways. Like
Yeah.
you guys,
Yeah.
But you have to understand that in Baltimore comedy, and look, these guys, what they did in getting Source to open to comedy and working at Torrent and some of the other rooms that they had on this side of the world, they had a room up in Bel Air that lasted for, I believe,
2 shows.
2.5 nanoseconds.
Yeah.
Not our fault though.
No. But look, if there is any comedy team that has had a worse run of luck in Baltimore, I don't know them.
Right.
I have never heard of them, because you guys literally have got the best of intentions. People like you. People genuinely want to see you succeed, and you find these or the venues find you and they're like, hey, let's do comedy night. Like, great, okay, here's what it costs. Here's this, here's that, here's the thing. And you're like, all right, first show, 75% of the house is filled. They're like, yeah, I don't know about that second show. And you're like, well, we already booked the second show.
Absolutely.
Right, what are you doing, dumbass?
Like, you can't pull trigger halfway through. So I mean, so you guys had, I mean, and then the other thing that you don't understand in Baltimore comedy, when I came into it, there were very few room runners that were running multiple rooms. Everyone did one room, one show. That was it. I was one of the guys that was doing multiple rooms in multiple counties. Then I kind of got a little power mad because I was running so much stuff that I started picking and choosing who I liked. I started picking and choosing who's going to get what. This is before even you guys came to my attention. And some people didn't like it because they thought I was playing favorites, playing politics. Well, guess what? If you're good to me, I'm good to you. It's as simple. It's how this world fucking works.
Unfortunately,
and there's a lot of people in local comedy that are that feel very entitled.
Unfortunately, that's the way of the world.
Yeah,
unfortunate.
Unfortunately, you're good to me, I'm good to you.
But no. What I'm saying is that it should be based.
No, it is. It turns into.
But that's
it's
any
politics,
business.
man.
That's
but what it should
It is.
No. What should happen is it should be based on the merit, and it should be based on
meritocracy.
It should be based on merit as well as how people are treated.
That's how they do it in North Korea.
That too. Well, North Korea is a huge booming comedy market. I can't wait to take it over.
Meritocracy.
That's that too.
The haves and the have-nots.
There is a lot of there was a lot of people that were like, "Well, I'm funny." I'm like, "That's great. You're also very difficult to deal with.
Right.
You don't promote well, or you promote the wrong way. I'm not going to bring you into this. Bring you into this thing.
This ring.
The other thing is that there was a comedy company before you guys, Color Me Funny.
Yeah.
That ran a couple of really good rooms that were very apolitical. They wanted to run shows, and that was great.
Yeah.
But that hierarchy fell apart. And then when you guys came into it, started doing it, there was a kind of a wait and see approach, like, okay, let's see what happens here. Are you guys going to fall apart? And there were people that were openly rooting for you guys to both succeed, as well as be like, maybe if they do,
they want
don't.
us to fail every day.
Right.
It ain't fucking happening.
And frankly, look, I have no vested interest in the game whatsoever. There are people now that are, there are more comics now trying to set up production companies and trying to brand themselves and trying to bring a name or be something they're not. And I can tell you this much. A comic, I don't know if you've ever worked with her or not, from Baltimore, Ayanna Dookie, who just now, she has...
I know
her. She's in New York. She just started working on a television show for 50 Cent.
Mm-hmm.
She's working on a fucking TV show. Ayanna was on my old podcast a long time ago, and it's still up there. If you go to the Dave and Joe page on SoundCloud, it's still there. But if you listen to what Ayanna and Larry Nichols say, both are great comics, both do a ton of road work, and they both basically say, just because you're in Baltimore doesn't mean you mean anything.
Yeah.
You could be the biggest name in Baltimore, but the moment you step outside the city, you're back to square one.
Yep.
So the people that sit there and you've dealt with this, and Stefan's dealt with this, are like, you know who I am? You know who I am? I don't give a fuck who you are, because you know what? I drive to Towson, no one knows who you are.
Yeah,
I drive to Ellicott City, no one knows who you are.
Chances are chances are the guys going, or girls, whoever, you know who I am? If you got to tell me that, I don't know who you are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, it's the comedy hierarchy.
Sure,
it's
of
people,
course. But to me, the folks that are real, that are fucking salt of the earth, that
they're the ones you don't have to worry about.
That they're not the ones that are going to be pretentious and go, "Do you know who I am?" Your reputation will speak for itself. The way you carry yourself will speak for itself, and your performance will speak for itself.
Look, there was a comic. I don't know if you ever run into him, and again, I'll tell you once we close the mic, so who it is. There was a comic that in their first 6 months of doing open mic comedy, they were traveling around with a professional cameraman, professional sound guy, and a makeup artist.
Doesn't make you funny.
Hold on. And they
I need a makeup artist, by the way.
And he explained to people that asked him what was going on. He goes, "Oh, I'm recording my first year of comedy. It's going to be my first DVD."
Yeah.
And everyone's kind of going, "Well, why would you do that? Why wouldn't you just
get better?
Why wouldn't you just work on your 5 to a 10, then your 10 to a 15, your 15 to an 18, your 18 to a 22? Like, what's the deal?" And he's like, "Well, I know I'm funny. I'm gonna have a full length thing, and he even had a title for it in 6 months doing this thing. And I thought it was the big, like, that was the big. Had you been doing comedy when this guy was doing it, this stuff, you would have been in the funniest Facebook open thread between me and 3 other room runners. And every time we saw where he was, it was like, guess who was here? Guess who was here? Oh, how'd he do? Oh, he bombed. I was like, oh, we can't wait to talk about this.
Mhm.
Like that was the inside stuff that we did, but
Yeah.
that was a long time ago. So
Very
that's
good.
that there. All right, I know it's late,
It's late.
and
It
you've
is.
been you've been flashed a couple times by your red
My
light
lady,
producer.
my lady friend, and my producer.
Your lady friend.
Your eyes are red.
Could be.
Ooh, we got strobe.
Oh, strobes.
I guess he means to wrap it up.
Stroby dobies.
Mike's ready to go to bed.
That's it.
He can't go to bed till we
It's
leave.
been a good episode,
You want this
though.
fucker on air?
This has
tonight?
been a good episode.
This has been a
We didn't even
delicious-
get to a lot of content.
It's all right. We
but
got
this
more
is
for next
good.
time.
That's always a good sign.
That
Wait,
is
there was a
great sign.
content issue?
Yeah, we had
Not
stuff.
it's not an issue.
Somebody
No.
always has a list somewhere.
I always have
BuzzFeed over here.
plenty of
Oh.
information.
Yeah, BuzzFeed's
Nah,
always got
hit me up with
topics.
one. Let me see if I know it.
BuzzFeed, what do you got for Dave?
Well, Stefan, you had a good topic that I wanted to actually ask about.
Which was?
Ricky's like, God damn you,
I know.
motherfuckers! Hey, if you want to go,
Ricky just
Ricky.
wants more tequila.
Is anybody?
Oh, he wants
who's-
more. He
who's
wants more
dri-
tequila.
who's-
Oh, okay.
Who's driving Ricky home?
My wife is saying, "Where are you? I'm going back to sleep.
Did
be
you-
quiet
did you-
and be by the window or
Did you
is open."
Did you tell her that we're running late because of you?
Of course.
Okay, good.
Did you also tell her that, this podcast may end sometime tomorrow?
Maybe.
We may run this bitch all fucking night.
Or
No,
5
I
hours
don't-
from now?
No, I don't think it's.
No, we're not. Good Lord, we are not doing. I can't remember the guy's name that tried to do the 24-hour podcast and he failed miserably.
Oh. All right, so
Yeah.
Let's do one.
I'm a big Wolf of Wall Street fan.
Leonardo DiCaprio, Martin Scorsese.
Yeah.
Jordan
and,
Belcourt.
And you had sent me a topic of Feds and the Wolf of Wall Street settlement.
Yep. Let me just look up the.
Oh, the actual numbers of settlement? Oh.
Or the topic.
Mhm.
And in the meantime,
Yeah, it's a thing. Hold on. I'm gonna find the.
in the
facts.
meantime, Dave, you're a movie guy. And
Yeah.
I like that. Top 3 movies.
Oh, fuck. Top 3 movies all time?
Yeah.
Number 1, Amadeus Director's Cut.
Okay.
You cannot beat
Don't
that
go.
movie.
All right, I've
Just
got-
1, 2, 3.
All right, number 1, Amadeus Director's Cut. Ooh.
Yep.
Number 2,
I'm ready. So hurry up, Dave.
Aliens Special Extended Edition.
Okay.
And
You're going down, man.
I told you number 3 is the way to start,
Yeah.
but I just whatever.
Game over, man. Game over.
Oh, the great Bill Paxton. Number 3, I would have to go with. God damn, this is tough.
Is
Okay.
it?
While
It
we're-
is.
While
It
we're
is a
waiting.
tough
While
one.
we're waiting.
Okay.
Federal prosecutors are pursuing a potential settlement.
Last Kiss, probably.
Last kiss.
Okay.
Federal prosecutors are pursuing a potential settlement of the record-setting foreign corruption lawsuit that seeks $1 billion in assets, including future proceeds of the 2013 Hollywood hit movie, The Wolf of Wall Street. According to the Department of Justice, conspirators allegedly misappropriated more than $3.5 billion in money laundering from 2009 to 2013. This is all
Jesus.
in relation to the movie Wolf of Wall Street. Millions of the dollars were used to finance the Wolf of Wall Street, prosecutors charged. As a result, the federal recovery effort focuses in part on any rights, profits, royalties, and distribution proceeds
Are you
owed
kidding
to
me?
Red Granite Pictures and related officiates, which financed the film
What the
that
fuck?
starred actor Leonardo DiCaprio. Signed by lawyers, the government, and the Red Granite businesses, the filing seeking a legal extension of time until June 17th. A settlement potentially would enable the Trump administration to resolve a $1 billion recovery case filed during President Obama's tenure without risk, time, and expense of a court trial. DiCaprio in October issued a statement saying he initiated contact with government investigators to determine whether he or his foundation had received gifts or donations linked to the Malaysian Wealth Fund, and if so, if it would, quote, return them as soon as possible.
Oh my
all the profits
God.
associated with the Wolf of Wall Street, the feds are trying to take.
Whoa, wait. Who are those profits? Wait, did I miss who those are supposed to go to? Was it this
The company, this Red Granite company, which is in some sort of horrible violation with the feds.
Because they produced this movie.
It's a foreign corruption case.
Holy shit. It never ends.
Nah. It's all nuts.
Well,
don't get involved with that guy.
Leonardo
DiCaprio's probably shitting himself.
No, he's not.
Yeah, the feds filed suit for all the feds. Here's the culmination. The feds have filed suit for all future profits from the 2013 movie Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
That's
Here's the thing you got to understand about the movie industry. They are one of the most creative bookkeepers of all time. They will make sure that film shows zero profit for as long as that lawsuit is pending.
That is insane.
But here's the other thing: is that
the government is going like
they're going after Leo.
But see, Jordan Belfort, who they actually are going after,
but he has nothing to do with that.
It's his life story.
Yeah,
that he sold. He can't profit off that. You can't. He also can't be in double jeopardy. The government's case, what they're trying to do is they're trying to recoup lost money that Belfort never accounted for during his first trial.
Sure.
So technically it's double jeopardy.
Yeah.
So even though the government is saying, hey, we're going after profits, we're going after this, we're going after that, they got to show that, one, the film made money, two, that Belfort profited from the film.
Of course.
And then three, they got to show that those profits were somehow related to his illegal, what he was doing that was illegal.
Yeah.
That violates his release or whatever, but even though his release is clean, it's going to be one of those things where they're basically going to get a check. Someone's going to write a check for like $10 million, and that's it. Someone walks away.
And the feds will be happy.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Over the Wolf of Wall Street.
God, I do love that movie.
Go.
I don't know why. It's such a fun movie to watch.
That is one of those 3-hour movies, in that the runtime's a touch over 3 hours. It doesn't feel like it's 3 hours.
No, it doesn't.
You mean like this podcast?
If Leo's going to get fucked up in a movie, it's going to be Basketball Diaries for me.
Right. or Romeo and Julieta.
Yeah.
Romeo and Julieta.
Now here's something funny, like in terms of like weirdness behind the scenes and stuff like that. You're all familiar with the film Apocalypse Now.
Yeah.
Of course.
Do you remember? Does anyone know what its original shooting production schedule was and what it turned out to be?
You mean how long it was supposed to take to shoot the film?
Correct.
And what it turned out to be?
Correct.
I don't know either.
Don't know either.
I would say it was 6 months. I'd say it took 3 years.
So you're saying 6 months
and 3 years,
and then 3 years. Eric, you want to throw some numbers out there?
I'll say the original schedule was a year.
Okay, 1 year.
And it took 2.
Took 2.
Richard?
Well, I would say 3 months they planned to shoot, and I think 3 years is about right. I think
3 years. Originally scheduled for 16 weeks.
Okay,
What?
so
Which is
3 months.
roughly,
yeah.
Also a way to say 3 months.
Yeah.
So I was right there.
Yeah.
Okay, Dave.
It took a year. It took a year and 2 weeks.
4 months just done that.
Shut up, Mike.
Yeah.
Don't kill my mic. Don't do it. Don't.
So what's that?
Don't
12?
do it. No. Just get your hands off there.
Mike, what's the math on that? How many times more?
4 times as much.
I asked Mike.
Yeah.
That
Fuck off.
question.
Fuck off.
The original actor that was to play the originally cast in that film was Harvey Keitel.
Harvey Keitel
4
was
months.
supposed to be Martin Sheen.
No, he was. Yeah, it was supposed to be Martin Sheen's character. Martin
Your
Sheen took
headphones
over.
working okay over there?
Fine. I mean, what?
He's
Air
fucking
traffic control just pitched
You know what? I'll give you a piece of movie. Here's some insider trivia that you'll like. You can use it at the bar. Have fun with it. What is the #1 most profitable independent film of all time?
Check, please.
Blair Witch Project.
#1 most profitable film.
Blair Witch Project.
Independent film of all time.
I'm going Blair Witch
You're
Project.
saying
Finding Nemo.
You're saying Blair Witch.
You said independent.
Independent.
Moron.
So I'll go Blair Witch.
Know what it means.
Blair Witch.
Profitable or grossing?
Profitable.
I'd say Blair Witch.
I think it might be Blair Witch because Blair Witch was like 10,000.
Blair Witch.
Blair
All right,
Witch.
that's a good answer. Eric, do you have one?
That's gotta hurt.
You guys
Napoleon
are
Dynamite?
not even close.
Okay.
Star Wars Episode 4.
Star Wars Episode 4?
Yes,
The original, A New Hope.
A New Hope was
Got
an
Bush. We've got
That was an
Bush.
independent film?
Yeah.
20th Century Fox got the rights to distribute the film, but they didn't put a single dime up. It was all Lucas.
That's a trick question.
Yeah,
Sorry
that's
about
a
his
little bit
luck.
of a trick question, yeah.
Lucasfilms is
The more
no longer
you know.
independent.
That,
Lucasfilms.
that film to date itself has done over $1 billion.
Oh, it's the one. Maybe
And
the
I think
best.
I think the original budget was $8 million.
Yeah, with all the merchandise as well.
No, not
Right.
counting merchandise.
By the way, speaking of Star Wars, have either of you seen the Carrie Fisher
tribute
special?
No.
Prior to her dying, she
No.
did a
No.
It was a stage.
I don't know
show
about a hit that.
with her in her fucking mouth.
Just her by herself. It's pretty fucking phenomenal.
Before she
No.
died.
And she tells her whole
Hello, I'm
storyline.
Carrie Fisher.
Yeah. Oh, and it's like the stage.
I'm also Lucille Ball.
The stage is set up like her living room, and she does
Weird.
this whole story.
I'm
of-
also the fish
of
in the
her
bowl of
past,
American Dad.
And she
Yeah.
talks about like her relationship with her mother and her parents. It's incredible.
Yeah, I've heard the same thing.
Incredible.
Yeah.
I haven't seen
haven't
the
watched
whole
it, though.
thing. I started
No?
watching it the other night. I was like, I gotta fucking go to bed, and I hit record. I haven't gone back, but I watched
But you're
a
gonna
solid
watch
45 minutes of it, and I was like, this is amazing. She totally did a boatload of
a
cocaine.
ton of drugs. Yeah.
Totally did a
Yeah.
shitload of drugs.
Yeah.
So yeah.
She was also having an affair with Harrison Ford.
Oh, she.
Oh, Harry
dude,
Ford?
She's. She's
Who,
got.
Harry
she's,
Ford?
That
she's
guy.
talks like a sailor. It's fucking phenomenal. Loved
it's
it.
one-
I highly recommend it. I don't remember the name of it, but
What is your guilty pleasure film? Like the one film that you don't admit to watching to, but you watch anyway, and now you have to say it on a podcast.
The Danish Girl. So good. It's so good.
is that
You
yours?
never actually saw the Danish Girl.
Yeah, I have. It's
You
on
did?
HBO. And it's really good.
Yeah.
I don't even know what
Eddie
that
Redmayne
is.
is just
But yeah.
phenomenal. I swear to God, I'm admitting it.
The Danish Girl.
It's the about like the.
So
first,
that's a guilty pleasure for you.
Yeah, I feel guilty pleasure. You
I have
to,
a
like,
lot
watch
of guilty
multiple
ple-
times.
I have a
my
lot of
favorite
Are
guilty
you
pleasure.
kidding me? I just admitted I watched the Danish Girl.
I don't even know
I
what
watched
that
it
is.
too.
Academy Award-winning
It's very-
film. Ooh.
Yeah, I know. It's not that ballsy. I would say Clueless for me.
All right,
Love
the
it.
Human Centipede
Love
2.
Clueless. That's good.
All right,
Eh,
fine.
really?
Human
That's what you.
centipede.
That's what
Yeah.
you saddle up in your sleeping bag.
I mean, I
with
guess the
and-
Danish Girl wasn't enough for a guy like me. Everybody was like,
Well,
"Oh,
now
we,
wait a minute.
We know you're watching the Danish Girl."
Are you watching the Danish Girl through the VR headset with your pants off?
No, I haven't gone that far.
I have to look up the Danish Girl.
It's still in the car.
It's about a sex change.
It's like the first transgender operation.
transgender
Yeah, yeah.
with Eddie Redmayne's
I
phenomenal.
prefer breast
Eddie
men.
Redmayne's so good.
Breastman's good. David Schwimmer's awesome in that film.
Shamey King.
Really,
Breast man.
this is
I can't
not
find it
the
anymore.
movie that you just like hunker down with.
I
Right,
said
that's what I'm
he-
saying.
I would if
don't-
I had
don't
a
buy
copy
it.
of it.
His-
You said
But
guilty
wait.
pleasure. One of my favorite movies is Any Given Sunday, and I love every Marvel movie. If you told me that I love the Danish Girl,
Yeah,
then
okay.
fuck you guys. Like you would never be like, oh yeah, this guy loves the Danish Girl. That was a really good movie. I don't know. You said guilty pleasure that no one would believe.
It's time to
My
kick
list
ass
is
and chew
long.
bubble gum.
I don't even know where to
I'm
begin.
all out of gum.
Whose voice is that? Because that is not Rowdy Roddy Piper.
Good point.
Eric, guilty pleasure.
Dude, I don't know. There's so many of them.
Just pick one.
I don't even
Roadhouse. Would Roadhouse be a guilty pleasure?
No,
I don't
Roadhouse
know.
is a fucking cult classic.
That's just a pleasure,
Yeah.
right?
I'd have to say.
Has anyone ever seen Roadhouse 2?
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Gary
I
Busey's kid's
did,
in it.
and
Ugh,
I
it
want
can't-
my
it-
fucking 91 minutes
I never
back.
saw it, and it can't
Gary
have been
son,
good.
Gary Busey's son.
I
is the
own it
star.
and paid less than that for it.
Eric,
Wow.
Eric, you're on the hot seat still.
Hot seat.
How many Rotten Tomatoes did the Danish Girl get?
I know there's a better one
This is
than
a
what I'm
real-
thinking of right now.
Well, what are you thinking of?
What I'm thinking of is Jerry Maguire.
That's a
Yeah.
guilty pleasure for you?
That's a really good. That's a good movie.
Okay.
That's guiltier.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
guiltier than
all
the
right.
Danish Girl. Fuck you guys.
I would say probably the Twilight movies is probably.
Oh!
That's good. That's good.
Glittering vampires? That's
It is.
That's
It's
a good guilty
awful.
pleasure, though.
Mark
That's a guilty pleasure.
251.
I'm not saying it's.
Okay, let me rephrase that.
Legitimate.
Jerry
a legit
Maguire
movie.
is one of those movies that will make me fucking sob like a little fucking girl.
Pussy.
Yeah.
But
Did you know
guilty
that-
pleasure, I'll be like, ooh, Twilight.
Did you know the human head weighs 8 pounds?
Yes, I know that.
I knew
because
that from
watched,
Scandal.
Mine is Legally Blonde.
Okay,
I own it.
Yeah.
that's a good one. I'm sorry. Ricky, I know you said yours.
Clueless.
Clueless. Okay.
I like how mine's
That's a good one.
Mine's completely illegitimate in this fucking bullshit.
Yeah, it is.
panel.
For once, nobody fucking cares about what you had to
movie
say.
that's, like,
I just
serious.
don't believe that the fucking Danish Girl is. You're like you would sit there if there was an open conversation of fucking pseudo intellectuals at your house.
Yeah.
And someone brings up the Danish Girl, you'd be like, oh, the Danish Girl. No, that's not me. I would.
Right.
You jump right in there, be like, hey guys, I've been watching that for 2 years.
It was great.
See, that's a 7 out of 10 stars.
It was,
so
it was a movie about a transsexual.
I
That's
know,
not my
but that's-
go-to.
that's-
There's something you
There's
want to tell
got to
us.
be something. Yeah, I mean, come on.
You're right.
That's
Tremors
bullshit.
5.
You're right. Clueless was a much more.
It
acceptable
is.
way.
Clueless
I
was
agree.
amazing.
That is a guilty pleasure.
Much
Like
more
the
acceptable.
Danish Girl. Who the fuck are you trying to impress?
That was after the Cotton Pickers reference. He's like, I'm going with Danish Girl, guys. I'm trying to bring back our audience.
Cotton picking Hennessy. The most delicious Hennessy on the market.
All right.
It's the Hennessy that's only available in states that end in E.
Tennessee.
Maine.
Baltimore.
You know, I'll give you this little thing. In high school, after graduating, did not go to senior week as most people do.
Okay.
My father and I, we went on a motorcycle trip.
That's not bad.
No, not bad at all. A lot of tension on the trip, but hey, we were on motorcycles, so we really didn't have to talk. But we went to Canada. My dad.
We're at in Canada.
Went all the way to Prince Edward Island.
Okay.
And then back down. While in Nova Scotia, crossing the island to get to the ferry, we had to stop for fuel. And the guy, the fuel. Petrol. And everything is, thank you, Jeremy Clarkson.
Go to Tim Hortons and get some petrol
and
and coffee.
we decided to run the route that goes directly through the island. And we're at this gas station, petrol station. Everything's in liters, and we're filling up the bikes. The guy looks at the plates, and he sees that they're Maryland, and he very nice, very calmly says, "Oh, Maryland. Was that where you're from?" I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "Oh, Maryland. What country is that in?"
Yeah, nice.
It's in Nova Scotia.
Nice.
Our neighbors to the north.
Hey,
We'll
if
see
it
up
makes you
there.
feel
I rock.
any better, my dad and I went to go to Alaska to go fishing a couple years ago. And
A great state.
It is. And we get on the shuttle at BWI, and the guy goes, what terminal? And we're like, well, we're going to Alaska Airlines. And he drives all the way around the horseshoe. For those of you that are not from Baltimore, it's designed in a horseshoe. And he goes all the way to the very end, which is the
International Pier.
International wing. And my dad fucking loses it. And he realizes, he fucking thinks Alaska is an international flight.
Where is the Alaska Air?
Is
that A gate, B gate?
It's C.
So
Memory.
he took you to E gate.
Yeah.
that near
He went right
it's
on
the
by.
C gate.
Is that near Watergate? Trump administration.
Point being, he thought Alaska was an international flight.
It's okay. We love Big Al.
No, Al didn't. The driver of the shuttle did.
Oh.
And Dad
See, if you're
busted
paying
our-
attention to your partner, sir, he
Yes.
was very clear in saying
I'm
that
moving. I'm moving my mouth, but words are coming out.
Rarely do I pay attention to anything he says.
Stefan was only just
This is
focused
true.
on the political joke that he had in his
I did,
mind.
the
and
political
I
joke
nailed
that
it.
landed like a fucking solid rock.
And I nailed
Well,
it.
I saw Mike. Mike did like a little shit.
Yeah, Mike liked
No,
That's
Mike's
all.
exhausted.
Mike's like, "Fuck you! I want to go
Yeah.
to bed." All right,
Mike,
All right,
Mike knows
guys.
he's
Good
got
night. I'm leaving. See ya.
Thank you, Dark Continent.
I'd say with that, we're gonna bring this beauty to a close. It's been a great
Screech
episode.
these to a halt.
It's
Been a
time. Well,
great
Mike's got to
episode.
what? He's got to process and then spin it around and then throw it up on the
Oh,
web.
this shit is not out tonight.
No.
Just saying.
All right,
Okay.
you're fired. You're fired.
You
How do you fire the man that brought you to the
Bring it.
podcast world?
Come on.
best
Mike, we
correct
love,
yourself.
Mike, we love you. It's a great space. by
Don't
the way.
wreck yourself.
Well, you know what? I think your first order of business of the Michael Crane Podcast Network is to fucking put some security badges around here.
I like it. I like it. We all gotta have badges.
I better get a badge.
Jesus.
You ain't getting.
You're getting
shit.
minimal security.
I better get a fucking
You're
badge.
getting a tub of cold chocolate. That's what you get.
It's
He's
more-
gonna get a receipt that basically says this is what you owe. And they're like, oh Christ.
All right,
Alright.
so the 28th, we're back for our patrons.
Yeah.
So if you're not a patron,
Patron exclusive episode.
you best fucking sign up because we've got a doozy episode coming up on the 28th.
Mm-hmm.
Can you give a hint as to what it is?
I cannot. You have to sign up to be.
Dicks.
So not even a hint.
I don't know,
Dicks.
Stefan. You.
Dicks.
It's Dicks.
Dicks.
Ladies and gentlemen,
It's gonna
Dicks.
be.
That's the only hint.
It is going
I'm not
to be
elaborating. Dicks.
groundbreaking
Dicks.
podcast that
Dicks.
nobody has ever done before.
Dicks.
I mean, this is
Yeah. Dicks.
oh my God,
Um,
do you have the hardest working man in show business coming into this podcast studio?
Samuel
No,
L.
Rob
Jackson.
Fahey's busy.
Samuel L. Jackson.
And we have, and then on the 31st,
407 years ago. That's the other.
31st.
That's
Wait,
the other.
Is
that's the
Ron
other
Jeremy
hint.
coming to
That's a
this
good one.
studio?
Only to
Four-
sleep.
Yeah.
407 years ago. That's the other hint.
Mm-hmm.
Abraham Lincoln's gonna be here.
I like that.
Hey,
That's a
put 'em
good.
all
I
together.
like that.
No.
Stefan.
Put them all together.
Mrs.
Very,
Lincoln.
very. God, you're genius.
Brilliant.
Love it.
Mary Todd Lincoln's gonna be
That's
here.
that is
score.
yes.
7 years ago.
That is the hint. It is genius. Okay.
I
on
also
the
said Dick, so you surmise what you want, Dave.
mhm. On the 31st, we have the lead singer of Cinder Road, Mr. Mike Rocco, is going to be our next guest.
Yeah, they were on tour with Daughtry. They were on
Boy,
tour with
what a
Motley
commute
Crue.
he's got,
Dude,
huh?
he played for SR-71. He played the bass
Yeah.
for them.
He was their replacement bass player.
Yeah.
It's true.
I was there for Jeff's funeral.
Dave was there.
All right.
Yes, I was.
So, yeah, Mike Rocco is going to be our next guest.
Great.
Going to be fun. And on June 3rd, we are at Stoked in Cambridge, Maryland.
Cambridge, Maryland.
We have Donnie Sengstack.
Donnie Sengstack.
He's your headliner?
Yep.
He's a good headliner.
He's
Yeah, he
fantastic. We gave him his first headliner fucking slot.
Okay.
Love it.
Just remember, you got to pay him for every other letter.
Donnie Seng.
I
Or we have Donnie.
know.
We have Bunny
Yeah,
Themelis.
I got mean.
Bunny Themelis is on that, and John Yeager as well.
Yager.
Well, you know, sometimes you got to make a left turn.
Right.
What is it? Forrest Whitaker says what?
Okay, tune in for his incredible Forrest Whitaker.
So we're gonna try.
What do you mean?
No, we're not gonna be able to get those guys on before, but we're gonna get those fellas on the podcast soon.
Fellas and girls. Bunny's
Fellas
already
and-
been on.
Bunny's been on, but we haven't had John.
But she's
or
welcome to
Donnie.
come back.
Yeah,
Oh, we'll
Mike,
bring her back.
Mike, we'll have her back for you.
She
don't
also
worry.
has a podcast starting with PD Steele.
There you go.
She's
Oh,
gonna-
really?
Never
she's gonna
mind.
She's doing a podcast. Well, it's about the return of
Twin Peaks.
Twin Peaks, yes.
Uh huh.
They're doing a Twin Peaks wrap up.
Uh huh.